Ha ha. Because the joke is I'm using an emulator because I don't have access to my Nintendo 64 right now, and it's easier to just stream off of this anyways instead of getting a capture card. Okay, is it going? Do we are we functional? Is this functional? Are we online? Are we good to go? Think we're good to go. Hi everybody. Today we're playing Rocky Robot. Classic video game that you probably didn't grow up with. Is that a parallax effect on the skybox? That's actually pretty nice. Okay, anyways, this is a Rocket Robot on Wheel. This was a video game. People played it. Should probably turn my volume up more. People played it. It was alright. I remember I liked it. I haven't played it since I was a kid though, so we're gonna have to see how it holds up. But first, it's not recognizing my controller again. What the heck is going on here? Oh. Oh. No, that's not it either. Okay, come on. There we go. Look, he was in the dinosaur all along. Okay, so we're playing a hit video game. If you heard of the studio Sucker Punch, they made the movie Sucker Punch. They made a video game. It was, I forget which one they did. Is it Infamous? I think it was Infamous. I don't know. We're playing this one, though. This is their other game that they gave birth to. There's a walrus. We're this is a special stream because everybody recently moved around. Rockcock's staying. He got a shiny new apartment, and I'm staying somewhere else too. Everybody is staying at their own place now, except nobody. Food's expensive, so this is a sort of a panic stream because we didn't get to do it on Wednesday night because everybody was busy with their own things and nobody can afford anything. Look, this is the Shadow Man. There's Funny the Walrus. He's our star, you know. And there's, that was weird. And there's, Sly Cooper, even. I don't like when his face moves. And Sly Cooper doesn't like that, Walrus is alive. Oh my god, he wants to kill him. Also, he's a big fan of JoJo. There it is. It's, something. Okay, so he just killed himself, and the animals are loose. So I guess they're gonna die too. Or I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm dead. So this is Rocket Robot on Wheels. I hope you... I probably should update the thing on Twitch because it doesn't say the right game, does it? Well, that's no good. Our good friend Corey ended up getting banned because he didn't have the right game listed, so oops. So let's fix that up. That was something. Corey didn't even do anything wrong. He got in trouble. Okay, so that's the alarm, I guess. Alright, here we go. Okay. Yes. I understand. So that's a ticket or something. You collect the tickets to open the doors. Wow. The It sure is a 3D platformer. Yeah, they banned him because he was set to creative, and he was playing a game instead of being creative. Okay, so here's a disgusting clown face. Here's the game annoying me. But this game's got a little bit of everything for everybody. This camera's a little bit nauseating. Oh god, oh. Remember how Banjo-Kazooie had this exact same setup? How in the layer they just had a jiggy that you climb up to? Sort of like that. Ugh. Get this thing out of here. Okay, and you got a little grapple thing. Look at that. You can pick stuff up. So I'm gonna take this over here. By the way, when it actually bumps into stuff, you bump into it too. How about that? That's pretty advanced. Okay, open the door. Oh, it's frozen. It's frozen. I guess we gotta unfreeze it or something. I don't know. Let's go in this thing. Okay, that didn't do anything. What's this guy? Okay, I remember this guy. This is the goofball. He teaches you all the secret moves and techniques. Or he opens the door. Okay, well, I'll go with that. So we're gonna... This is disgusting. Okay, so we're going to the first level. Here it is. This is, Coney Island. Coney Island Disco Palace. That was a joke, remember that one? Okay, you can stop. So here we are. This is our good friend Rocket Robot. He, became quite the mascot character. Everybody remembers him. Here's the freaks. I hate these. Okay, they don't like giving you stuff, so we're not gonna bother because I don't care. It's garbage. Oh, I forgot all about that. You can throw stuff. See if we can get them. Take that. No. Ay caramba, says Bart. Okay, we'll try that again. Pretty good. Very intuitive. That's actually not that bad. I kind of like it. We'll get him this time. Take that. Okay, we'll get him. Oh. Or we could just do that, you know, that works too. I guess we don't have to throw anything at it. Take the. Oh. That's actually weird. Everything has like its own physics on it. This game has more going on than I remember. Are any of the other gamers gonna... in a bit we'll probably have a few more people hopping in. It's just me right now because it's early morning. Here's the Screwy. I don't remember if this game did well when it came out. I remember I liked it a lot, but I never actually bought it. Wow. That's an eyesore. I remember I rented this all the time and liked it a lot. That don't mean a thing. So we gotta head back up there now, and I have to remember how to get there. These are, oh, that's, ooh, I don't like that. Those are really, whoa. Well, I guess you are a robot, unicycle thing. So, I guess it makes sense you control kinda weird. But, this game I remember was really cool, running it all the time, because there's a lot of little things about it. That was weird. I think my screensaver just turned on. Okay. Oh no, it's the mole. So we gotta put this here. Get out of here. Or go over there, I guess. Sure, why not? Here's the car. Look, he has a face. Do you think this game maybe is trying to be like Banjo-Kazooie? I don't have a car, so I'm not gonna race him. Here, you little... Okay, you put that there. Easy. See? No, but... Oh, he did it on his own. See, I didn't even need to do anything. Now this guy is a fucker. Oh, come on! That's not fair! This guy's got a buddy who just helped him. I didn't want to hear him. Get away from it. Get away from me! Give me the thing. Give me the... Oh my god. Did I say this is a good game? Okay, it's a good game again. So I got the thing from him. We're gonna slap it in there. Go. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna build it, everybody. You're gonna build a... You did it. There's your trash can. Enjoy it. We're gonna build the ride. Look at that thing. Here's the garden. Okay, please stop explaining everything to me. I get it. It's a 3D platformer. Okay, so let's put the screw in, and then here you go. You get to make a roller coaster ride of your very own. Who even needs Roller Coaster Tycoon? I get it. Video game, I get it. I thought I remember there being more to this than that. No. Okay, let me out. We're gonna go on a little roller coaster ride. Here's our roller coaster. It's called the Big Wait. Wow, look at that. Wow. Oh, there were coins on it. I guess I couldn't even see. I only saw these. I remember Corey said this part was really hard to figure out, but it sure wasn't anything. Alright, let's get the ticket. Get out! Oh! Okay, there it is. Wow. Let's get the piece. Wow, cool. 2. This is 2 mean. 5. Okay, so if you forgot how to count, you can count numbers. I remember how to count those, so I don't need your assistance. Video game. There's a car you're supposed to be able to get here. I don't remember how to do it. It's been so long. I at least remember that about it because I rented this so many times. Oh, look at that. It's Earthworm Jim health. Gimme. Wow! Now we have more health. I remember this game was very special because it was one of the only... Okay, that was cool. That was a good camera. It was one of the only Nintendo 64 games that was red. Because there's a lot of blood in this game. Or because the robot's red. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Oh my fucking lord. I don't even like this game anymore. That was weird. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Cool. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you for whoever followed. Okay, let's get the ticket. We're gonna get the ticket, everybody. You ready to get the ticket? What could go wrong? We're gonna get the ticket, and everything's gonna be just fine! Okay, so... Clearly there's no way to do this right now, and I hate myself for even trying. I guess you get something that lets you jump higher. I don't remember. I think you drop down here. Oh, no, never mind. That is the entrance. That's pretty weird. Welcome to Beware. It's my favorite ride from Six Flags. I remember going there, and they had a giant beehive, and everybody there would get stung by bees. That was my favorite ride. Not quite sure why this is in the theme park, but okay. There's the Big Angry Bee. That's the name of the ride. That would have been bad if I got hit by that just because I had to play that animation. But that was the Big Angry Bee. If you want to see more of the Big Angry Bee, go to Six Flags Great America. They got the new Bee ride for Bee Movie. Bee Movie 2. I don't give a heck about any of this. Oh, you want a closer look at the bee face. Okay, come here. He doesn't want to cooperate, I'm sorry. Here's the bee. So let's head over here. Whoa, baby. Sexy bee mama. Oh, whoa. That's what I'm talking about. No wonder everyone played this game. Wow. There she goes. I'll never see... What the heck? You can... Whoa, whoa. You can control yourself while you're in first person? That's weird. Okay, then you get pooped out. Pretty cool. Here's the dinosaur, my other favorite ride from Six Flags. You climb on the dinosaur's back. That's it. That was a good ride. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, so you kill the police robot. When did those appear? I guess those numbers were supposed to show up because I was supposed to walk in there first or something. Okay, well, let's try this again. Okay, so you need to go up here. Whoa, whoa! Thank you, thank you for donating. You're the real hero. Is there a way to see? Oh, it's down there. Maybe Corey was onto something about this being weird to do. Well, he said it was hard, he didn't say it was weird. This is very unusual, the way this controls. Whoa, what the heck you... Come on! We gotta figure this stupid ride out. Oh my god. Okay. Back this up a bit. Oh my god. These controls. So the way this works is really unusual. If you hold a button down and then press a direction, it puts a piece there. I don't get it. Whatever. Just, come on. You're not gonna let me do that? I guess it's not gonna let me do that. It probably doesn't help that I'm emulating this because I have no idea what the perspective on this is. I probably wouldn't have that problem on the actual console. Okay, over here. Yeah, this is weird. It like does different shapes. Like that, it just did a loop for no reason. I don't know why it did a loop. But because it made a loop, I'm not going to be able to intersect it. So thank you for making the loop. Yeah, what? Huh. It just does that, I guess? Okay. Whatever you want to do, game. You do you, video game. And then we can't do that. Yeah, this is unusual. Well, Corey, you actually had a point. This is really awkward. I'm not having fun with this right now. Okay, and then it has to go... Actually, am I even hitting this? I can't tell if I'm hitting this or not. It says it's right here. Okay, so you do that, and then I guess I drop it down there, but then it won't let me. Oh my lord. Holy guacamole. This is... Also, it just threw me out. I guess I took too long. Let's try that again. This is something. Roller Coaster Tycoon, you were a 2D game and you even did this better. Whoa, thank you for donating. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna go this way, that way. Am I just a mongoloid? Did I just not think to do that all along? Okay, well, look at this train wreck. Get ready for this business. Here's our shiny new ride. This is called the Sweet Spot Tickler. You giggle, you laugh, you have a good time. Everybody has a lot of fun. Number 1. Wow, we got it. Congratulations, everyone. Oh. I never actually liked roller coasters very much. Oh wait, I didn't go... Okay. You know what, I am a mongoloid. Because, look at this. I assumed, you know, I'm hitting it. Maybe it would let me get it. No. I'm afraid it doesn't work that way, everybody. So these crazy shapes that it's making on its own, made me not actually get that one. So logic and reason does not apply here. Did that actually hit it? I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm gonna say no. Oh my god, what are these controls for this thing? This is so weird. Okay, we'll go this way. No, that's not gonna hit it. I'm not allowed to intersect that. Holy moly. This is something. I'm not gonna even touch it if I do that. What are they expecting from me here? Okay, I get it that way. Do that. And then you can't actually get it anymore. Can I go anywhere? No, I can't. This is so awkward. Corey! Corey, I'm sorry I made fun of you. I'm sorry. I thought I remembered this being really easy, but it's just really awkward. I don't think that's gonna work. It should work. That should work, but I did that last time, I think, and I didn't hit it for some reason. So I guess I have to go right through it. This is really weird. Okay, do that. And then I guess I'm hitting something, so I'm not allowed to build a piece here. This is shit. This game is shit. I don't even like video games anymore. I'm not doing it. 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 What do you want? Here, have a trash can. See if I care. See if I care. Here, everybody can have a little gift from me. You want one too? There you go, enjoy that. Start the machine. What machine? Here's a box. I wonder what this box does if we throw it. Oh, it doesn't do anything. I do like that everything has physics on it. I wouldn't actually expect that from a game like this. Oh, we're gonna get him. Get him. Oh. Oh, we didn't make the jump. Oh. Oh, we didn't make the jump. Oh. Oh, look, a card. Now we have one. It's called the Doom Dog. Look, mustard and ketchup. That's pretty clever. This does not control as well as I remember. Can I drift? No. What am I expecting? Why did I think it could drift? Okay, so clearly, this is how you're supposed to do the platforming, because it can jump. So we're supposed to jump on those boxes with this like that. No, we're not. Oh my god. Oh my god, no! Okay, so we're gonna... So there's a... We're gonna get this piece. No, we're not. Thank you for donating, Stinky Pete. We're gonna Superman 64 this. If I can find the rings. If I can find the rings. Ow. 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 We're gonna find the rings and we're gonna drive through the rings. And we're gonna get the ticket. And then that's it. Where the heck are they? Oh, there they are. Good hiding place. Let's turn around. Okay. You ready for this? This is gonna be really intense. There's my screensaver again for no reason. Okay, here we go. Wow. Drive through the rings. What a fun idea. Fun idea. Fun idea for fun people. By the way, can I... Well, we gotta do that all over again. I really hate games where you have to fly through... Not fly through, but like drive or anything through rings, and the rings are physical, so if you touch them, you can wipe out on them. I hate when anything does that. Oh, I got electrocuted. Oh, shoot. Haha, it's alright. There we go, we got it. See? Didn't even matter. And then we're gonna miss the jump. Again. Uh-oh, it's coming down in the last second. Uh-oh, it's coming down in the last second. Oh, we made it. Didn't even matter. Oh, oh. Okay, turn it around. Get the little ticky. Here we go, we got it. Wow. So if you've ever been to the theme park, this is what it's like. The theme to this park is beach. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Whoa, whoa. I actually remember the cheat codes in this game being fun, because they just let you pick up anything you wanted. So you can just mess with the... Oh! What a mean guy. Okay, we're gonna go do the car race in our new car. Okay, we're gonna race him. That's the finish line. Oh, he's just going. Oh! He doesn't even play by the rules. I thought he was gonna have like a... Oh, no. I'm sorry, everybody. We have to race him again. So let's drive our stupid hot dog car back up to him. Get this... Get out of here! Get out! Oh, my God. Get out of here! Okay, we're gonna go do the race. Here he is. Funny car race is what it's called. That's the objective name. This is called... Oh, I ran right into him. This was Call of Duty. That's what this mission is called. Did you see people are mad at the new Call of Duty because it's futuristic? Okay, oh, we're racing now. Great. Here we go. Well, that's a good start. I don't know where he went. There he is. That was weird. Oh my god. The draw distance. Oh, that's gonna make this really, really bad. I don't remember there being such a low draw distance in this game! Okay, we'll still beat him. We'll still beat him. He's got nothing on us. He's not even that fast. He's not at the finish line yet. See, no problem. I don't even know where he is. We got the ticket. I wonder what else there is that I still haven't done. Drive this into the... Oh my god. Okay, so we'll get rid of that now. Look at this thing. Go away. Look, we got a clam. Then my screensaver goes off. By the way, if you're ever making a video game, you should probably, you know, have a check if you're using a controller to not bring up your screensaver. I don't know. So what is this? Oh, it's a new car. So, I guess we're gonna go in the funhouse now. Got him. I don't like that he looks at you. Yeah, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? He can't make up his mind. Okay, so let's go in the fun house. I wonder how fun this fun house is. I'll bring my friend. Oh god, I remember this. Okay, so there's two ways of doing this. You can either just play tic-tac-toe, or you can hit this fucker. It scrambles his brain. He's a dumb idiot. And then, wow, we won tic-tac-toe. Knock down the yellow cats. So this gets you adjusted to the controls, I guess. I remember Dynamite Heady had the basketball minigame and I was really horrible at it. Why is everything in this game so bouncy anyways? These are tomatoes. Okay, now we gotta knock down 5 blue cats. These are cats, by the way. This isn't so bad, actually. Well, it is when they don't fall over, because everything has physics. Which is cool. I don't mind that. Okay, wow, that's 2 games. I don't want to do this one. Okay. Feed the presidents. Here we go. If they were still alive, they'd be really old and senile, and they wouldn't be able to feed themselves, so we gotta help them. Oh, we did it. We fed the presidents. Throwing controls in this are actually alright. I don't feel so bad. Thank you for donating, Hot Hot Spicy Titty Boy. Let's get the heck out of here. Okay, so that was fun. I don't know how you're supposed to get this done. Oh, it's probably whatever this is. Okay, so we need the machine parts. Okay, shut up, I get it. Let's, I don't want to do this, but let's do it. Let's try to figure out these stupid controls again. Do that. Nope, you're not allowed to do that. I hate that that doesn't actually work, because it looks like it would, but it doesn't. So maybe I'm supposed to build this all the way up here then and do it? No, because then it just loops right past it. What the heck is this? You have to come in from the side? Oh, that might do it, actually. Oh, but then we can't build right there. So... the whole thing sucks! The whole thing sucks! You know what? Let's just go about this differently then. Imagine if they just had the camera angle show everything. That might be too long. Okay, do that over here. Does that hit it? It looks like it does. There's gotta be like some catch. That probably doesn't even hit it. That it doesn't, because this camera does not indicate anything. Oh, look at that. I actually am allowed to do that now for some reason. But then I can't intersect here, I guess, so that sucks. This is so weird. Can I do that? I bet that won't work. No. And that doesn't touch it, I guess. I'm not allowed to do that. Holy cow. That. Is this good enough for you or no? I guess not. That's not good enough for it. It doesn't like that. Because sometimes you're allowed to intersect it, and sometimes you're not. Just let me do it, please. Let me guess, this isn't good enough now. Nope, because that's in the way. Wacky. Wacky! Wacky times! Here in funny... Ugh! Stupid video game. Stupid. Bad game feel, I would say. If I were to rate the game feel, this game feel is the stupidest. Not even the most funnerest game I've ever played. Thank you, this is my new gamer lingo. This is me trying to speak on game design in a very intelligent manner with my new made-up terms. What do you think of them? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Like, how on earth? I guess I'm not allowed to intersect that because it's a turn? This is so weird. At this point, it's not even me trying to figure it out, it's just me being frustrated by the... Okay, so that intersects for whatever reason. Why not? But then that doesn't. Because why not? Holy cow. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this! I'm not doing this game anymore! I'm not doing this! Get me out of here. Okay, these are some short hops. Get out of here. Oh, we came apart. Okay, look at this key. It's a very nice key. Get it out of here. Okay, you, do something for me. Okay, now we can smash things. Great. Oh god, what is he doing to me? What is he doing to me? Yeah! Okay, so... now that I've been properly diddled, I can grab this. Oh, it's open. Here we are. Be sure to collect all the coins. Here we go. This is, something paint. This is Mario Paint. Welcome to Mario Paint. Okay, good start. It's out of here. Oh. Oh, okay, well, that was a good level. So we beat the level. I wonder how many people coming from 2D games going into 3D games thought that's how you beat levels, is just exiting them like that. That you're supposed to beat them and not actually do objectives. Probably a lot. These are the sheep. And I'm gonna smash them! Oh. What is this? Walrus is everywhere. What the heck? Okay, why not? So, is this actually what we're supposed to do? Alright, why not? Come on. Why does it have to be gated off? I guess we're going over here. Oh look, it's one of these. Okay, now we can drive it. How about that? And get hurt. Boy. Boy. What a fucker. There we go, we found the coin. I murdered somebody. Got a lot going on here. Let's climb these stairs. By the way, whoever donated $50 whole, you... What does it say? Cocky little shitter? Is that what the name says? Thank you. You're a real hero. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't want that anyway. This game actually has like a lot going on with it. I'm pretty impressed. Like your antenna has little joints on it. That little tractor beam is a bunch of different parts. There's a lot of stuff in this I wouldn't have expected. It's ahead of the times. I gotta figure out where the heck to take this because I got lost. This camera's doing me no favors. That guy I don't like though. He's no good. Didn't I come through a weird tunnel way? Thought I did. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, you do you. Guess I'll go up here. And I'll go over here. Oh! Oh, whoa! Okay. Is this just the same thing? Am I dumb? Yes, I am. Very dumb. I don't know where I'm going anymore. Did I just see outside the map? Yes, I did. Okay. Well, that's an interesting way of figuring out where to go. Huh. Now, you all criticize Mario 64's camera by today's standards, but you go a lot worse. This one doesn't seem to understand how to do it. Holy cow. Oh my god, the camera. No! Get away. Okay, there we go. We found our way out. There was a thing over here all along that I just couldn't see. Now I gotta find one more coin. We get it. There we go. We got the thing. Here it is. It's the thing. Oh. What the heck? Whoa! Whoa! What the heck? Sure, why not? Let's paint the town red. Ha 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 ha, get it? It's pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff, thanks, I know. You know, video games. Video games? There's gotta be like a point to being able to color stuff. Oh, that's a pepper. Or is it a banana? I think it's a pepper. Actually, that probably is a banana. What am I thinking? They're not gonna put a pepper. Listen, people in the chat, is this a pepper or is it a banana? To me, it looks too moldy to be a banana, but it's probably a banana. Yes, it's a banana. Come on. Oh, do I have to aim it? I guess I can't color that part of it. Oh, there is blood in this game. Okay, and it's a carrot. I'm not stupid. Wow, we did it. Let's get the ticket. Wow, we did it. We got the ticket. Uh-oh. Now we're gonna fight the boss. Oh, it's the giant coconut. Oh, whoa. Oh, I don't want to go in the... I don't want to go in there if these fuckers are in front of it. Okay, so now it's the Hulk cows. And the car's stuck and it's gonna fall over. But, nope. Looking good. Can I flip this? I think it has physics on it. Let's see if I can manage to flip it. Let's crash in this wall really fast. There we go. Yeah! Alright, so let's make this more interesting. Because this so far is not very interesting. Let's make this more interesting. Let's kick it up a little bit. Does that work? I don't think that worked. Oh, that works. Okay, that's how we do it. Whoa, what the heck? That was weird. Why did it take us back? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. I think they noticed that this game had a good thing going with the whole physics system, so they put all this in for fun. Wow. Super throw. Just gotta put one more in. Oh, there is a double jump you get later on. Someone was right. think we got everything we need. Okay, wow, look at that. Whoever the heck we want. Why can't I pick this up? Pick this stupid asshole up? Okay, so we're gonna take the sheep with us. Where should we take him? Oh, he's stuck on the wall. Look at that. Oop. Okay, so we're taking the sheep over here. Can I just jump on top of this place? I guess so. Well, now we're up here. Wow, that was so easy. What an easy ticket to get. Oh, let's go get that one too. Wow, this game's a lot cooler when you can do this. Hoping there's a way to just exit the stage. Oh, the poor sheep. So we're in here now, I guess. Oh, I was supposed to climb this normally, I guess. That's no fun. Where's the ticket? There's no ticket up here? What a ripoff. What's even the point? Can I grab these? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you can. Wow. Oh, that's all this was for. Who even cares? Who even cares? What are these tickets even good for? Who cares? Now we have one of these again. It's out of here. I don't even care. I don't even give a heck. I don't even give a heck. Get me out of here. We're gonna take a hike. What is this thing? Oh, he wants me to color myself. No, that's fine. Little speedrun strategy there. And then you fall outside the map. I guess not. You knew better. Shut up. I already got in there. Oh look, it's a coin. Oh, we're red now. Can we change our color? Wow, we're orange. Oh, look, it actually works that way, you combine them. Okay. How about that? Thanks for donating, the Office? I think it said The Office. Thanks for donating, The Office, to your TV show. Put the coin on the door. Get out of here. Oh, went right in. Oh, it's a ticket. What's in the spooky woods? I guess there's nothing in the spooky woods. Oh, okay. We got a robot dolphin thing. And it doesn't feel good to control. Can we beach it? Yep, you sure can. Oh, it's playing spooky music. I don't want to be in an alien. Also, we're up here now, I guess. Okay. You know, why not? Let's just go over here, I guess. Wow, thanks for donating, Henry Roll. Uh-oh. So I think we're in a predicament right now. Well, that's not good. So much for that, I guess. Oh, what the heck? We're still black? It saved that? Okay. I guess you can just permanently change your color for the rest of the game. Huh. That's actually kind of cool. This game's actually pretty cool. I like it. I remember I liked it a lot as a kid, but kind of holds up. It's pretty fun. The fact everything has physics on it is really weird, because I would not expect that of a game like this. Look at this freak. Oh. So let's head up here. Let's head right up here. Let's go back to the first stage. Oh wait, there's a floating platform. Oh, thanks for donating fingerprints. Oh, I get it. Everybody sure started making that joke after he died. Is that all people remember him for? Like, they don't even remember Prince himself, they just remember a joke from Animaniacs? That's his legacy. People say, who's Prince? And they'll say he was a musician. They go, oh, do you mean the guy from the cartoon they talk about fingering him? That's the legacy he left behind. Alright, let's put some codes in. What the heck? What? Whoa! Oh! Well, this is a weird way of putting the credits in your game. Look at this guy. Wow. Doing the world a favor by throwing them away. Get out of here. Never come back. Oh, their face changes when you grab them. Wow. Yeah, they must have loved the physics. What the? Oh. Oh. That's really weird. So if you stand on this, it pans the camera? Wow. Gee, this game is full of a lot of wild ideas. I like this. Here's Chris Bensel. What is this guy doing? Oh, can I break him? Oh, he yells. He doesn't like it. Oh, I just want to know who you are. Oh, this guy's happy. I like this. I miss stuff like this in games, little credit areas. Thanks to Ubisoft Entertainment, good job. Good job. This is why their faces aren't over here, because you actually don't care about them. This happens to be the one publishing you. So let's get the heck out of here. This is nice though. Oh, not here. So let's put some more in. What the heck? No! Okay, thank God. What? Huh. So if you put in a cheat code outside, it restarts the opening. That's pretty weird. What else we got? I'm guessing they do that because of the physics in the game. I just found out they have bacon stuffed crust pizza. Oh my god. Don't say stuff like that. I haven't eaten any food in 2 days now. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can do all the wacky shenanigans. Go back here. Jesus. We sure jump high, don't we? Can I go in? There we go. Okay, here we are. The super speed isn't very fast. I'm a little bit disappointed. Oh, you're gonna be in for it now. Maybe not. Hang on. You're in for it. Just you wait. There we go. Oh! Oh! You're out of here. You're out of here. Oh! There he goes. Life feels like it's worth living again. Now we can pick up all the bad guys. Oh, look at that. But all the cheat codes in the world won't make the roller coaster system any more intuitive. I wanna get on the dinosaur. Let me on the dinosaur. Oh, is that how you're supposed to do it? Use his leg? Get me up there. Get me up there. Come on! Get me up there. Get me up there. Get me up there. Okay, I give up. Never mind, life isn't worth living anymore. This guy doesn't want me grabbing him. Too bad for him. Oh no! Really? If you fall in water, you turn back? What's even the point of saving it? This game stinks. This game stinks. I thought I could turn myself whatever color I wanted. I could stay that way. Who even cares anymore? What's even the point? What's even the point? What's even the point? You give a heck about your stupid roller coaster. Don't give a heck. Can I grab it? Oh, I can! Whoa! Look at that. I got my own little roller coaster to take around with me. Can I do anything with it? No. Can I get back in it? Ow. I want to go back in it. Let me in. Let me in! Oh, thank you, Rikudon, for $2. Let me in! Can I really not ride in it? I guess not. Wow, it's sure is slippery, isn't it? Where could it go? Oh, it's gone. This game's actually pretty fun. I think I've said that already, but this game's actually pretty fun. I like it. If it was 20 bucks to buy it right now, I'd probably get it. I recommend it. Strongly recommend it. If you're a fan of video game, this one's a video game. What's in his brain? There's nothing in his brain. Well, what the? Okay, that was weird. What did that? Huh. Whatever. Wonder if this is dangerous. Who knew all of this was inside of the dinosaur? Why are there sharks inside of a dinosaur? Oh look, it's the special box. I can't break it. That sure is a special box. Did we do almost everything here now? We've seen almost everything. I think we've seen almost everything here. Oh, what do you want? Get out of here. Get out! Oh, he died. You actually can kill him. Okay. Okay, well that was Silly Land, or whatever. We're gonna head over here now and play a different level. Did I? Oh, okay. I guess I did land on him. Wow. This actually feels alright to do too. When you look at something like this, you think to yourself, oh god, this is going to be almost impossible. But it isn't. It's, this game's actually pretty... Oh. I guess that's what happens when you hit the ground. Whoa! Thank you, Rikutan. Oh! This is Rocket Robot on Wheels for Nintendo 64. It's actually a pretty good game. It's not bad. It's actually better than I even remember. I didn't remember it having like its own physics system and everything. This game's pretty impressive. What's up here? Wow, look at him. By the way, anyone who's emulating N64 games, don't use Project 64. I don't know why, but people still use it. It's a horrible, 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 horrible emulator. It's not good. I'm using MovePen because it runs a lot better. So we're in Arabia. Is that how it's gonna be? Okay, so anyways, we're gonna use this magic carpet now. This feels a lot like Spyro right now, just how everything looks. Oh, that's not a friendly thing to touch, I guess. Here's a Mario 64 knockoff. Come on, Chicky baby. Come on, bird. Oh my god. Oh my god! Come on! Just give me it. Come on. Well, now I don't know where you went. There you are. Just want it! They expect you to chase this thing for a while, don't they? You're only a little bit faster. Actually, I'm not even sure if I am faster. It might just be because I was cutting corners. Oh my god, just give me it. Stupid bird. There we go. What are we gonna do now? Well, time to end it all, I suppose. Oh, it doesn't even kill you. I like this level a little bit. It's a city above the clouds. Actually makes me want to play Jumping Flash right now because I liked how surreal all the levels in it were. Ah, poor Rocky, he died. Ah. This thing came apart. There he is. Back and better than that. Okay, bye. There he goes. Where else is there to go to? What is this guy doing here? Wow, cool tip. Ah, rats, we didn't get it. Now we have to fall to our death. Wait, oh, okay, we're over here now. Is there a third one I can go? Yeah, over there I guess I can go. We're gonna go in here now. This is a funny mine. Oh, I guess we can't go in here. Although this geometry looks very loose, I wonder if I can slip into it. Can I grab any of this? No? Shame on you, Sucker Punch. Why didn't you program this to be exploitable? What were you thinking? Making a solid video game? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Go make Infamous. Seriously, this is pretty impressive for an N64 game. I don't know how much I can say that. Wow, we got more health. Music reminds me of Silicon Valley. Space Station Silicon Valley. Another game that's alright. I think I like this more than that, though. Also, I didn't know until recently that there's a PlayStation 1 port of Space Station Silicon Valley, and it was garbage. So I guess that's why I never knew about it. There's a Game Boy Color one, too, and I can't even imagine how you would do that. I'm guessing we can't get to this because I don't have the... That's the thing, is that they came up with fun power-ups for this game. There's a... I almost have enough for it. You can spray ice, so you can actually freeze water and make platforms out of it. And I think if you power up your thing, you're allowed to pick up your platforms then and throw them. So they actually have like a lot of fun coming up with stuff for this game. They wanted to make it a game that was a lot of fun to play and felt good. Yeah, well, I didn't choose to talk to you, so. You know you're onto something when you have a game that just feels good to do anything in. And unlike something like Donkey Kong 64, even though this is a game where you're collecting stuff, it's not really miserable in any way. It's fun to play it. I'm surprised by how many people, I don't know, I guess it's a personal thing. I wanted to like Donkey Kong 64 a lot when I was younger, and I remember even as a kid I hated it, just because it was so miserable playing through it. And everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, but it seems to when it gets brought up, people act like, oh, it's because you just don't, you're not a fan of collecting stuff, is that it? It's like, that's not the issue with it. The issue with it is how horribly designed all the levels in it are. You just have to switch characters 24/7. Everything's really inconvenient. It feels like it was done that way just to draw the game's length out, by making you have to constantly switch. It's never as easy as just, oh, you can just get this. You always have to switch a character. Everything's always out of reach. And even if you head into an area as one character to do something, conveniently the next part you need to be a different character. It's just no fun. It's just really miserable playing through it. Just need a special move. Why are you telling me that? I don't give a heck. I know what that special move is. It's a double jump. That move isn't so special. I know people also were saying like, oh well, Banjo-Tooie had a lot of collectibles in it. The difference between the two is almost everything in Donkey Kong 64 was necessary to an extent. There was a lot of stuff in Banjo-Tooie that wasn't really needed. Like Globos weren't a big deal, and there was only one. Like there's a lot of different objects, but there's usually only one of them anyways. And they're not hard to find. It's not anything frustrating. Also, you don't have to switch characters to find them. So, there's probably more collectibles in Donkey Kong 64, I would imagine. I remember it set a record at the time for having the most collectibles in any video game that came out. It's too bad. I really did want that game to be good. There's some nice things about it, but it's just a mess overall. I guess I just have to head into a level right now, though. I need to get more tokens. Although I don't know where the heck... I don't know where the heck I should go! I should go up here is where I should go. By the way, you don't really see textures like this in Nintendo 64 games because of how limited memory is. So it's a nice change of pace. How do I get up there? I got up there before. There we go. Pulls you right up. Oh my god! Ugh! Up there. Maybe not. No, come on. Come on. No, no, whoa, whoa. Okay, get up. There we go. Just gotta touch the tip of his hat. Okay, we can jump right here. Oh my god. Why are these clouds so wobbly? Oh. Well, what? What on earth? Okay. I guess we're in a bonus stage. Oh! Why do you need $100 of food? It's called groceries. Everybody's living in a new place now. Rockcock's at his own apartment. Carnivore's at his own apartment. Everybody's at their own apartment now. Everybody's moving up. But it's, I mean, we didn't get to even stream on Wednesday because of how everything's been. Everybody's so busy with everything. Everybody's moving around everywhere. Alright, let's try this again. Wonder what you get out of this if you do it. This whole throwing system actually feels pretty nice too. They did a good job with it. Everything in this game feels pretty good. Outside the camera, I guess. Is that it? Oh no! Oh! That's spooky. I don't like that it drops like that. Oh, we missed it. Oh, shoot. Let's head back up, I guess. Okay, or we can fall more. You know, whatever. Come on. No, come on. Scoot your way up there, little guy. There you go. Let's go to Arabia Fright. Ha ha ha. Get it? That's my take on it. Yeah, this level really reminds me of Spyro. I guess kind of Rayman 2. This was published by Ubisoft. There goes the magic carpet. I know those big gemstones look mighty nice if you want to touch them, but they hurt. Let's go visit the giant cobra. He looks nice. How much you want to bet we can't get over there? Oh no. We need this thing again. Okay, where's the big cobra? Cobra! Cobra! There you are. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Okay. So you can draw a giant cobra, but you can't draw the force field until I get near it. Get out of here. You can't. Yeah. Do a magic carpet 9/11. On what building? I don't think you can do that in this game. I'm sorry. Boy, what a time. 9/11 sure was something when it happened. Weird thinking back to that happening. I remember everyone was freaking out that Halloween because they thought candy was going to have anthrax in it, even though candy never, on like any Halloween, has it ever been reported that somebody got poisoned eating candy. It's always been like a fear of people, but everybody was super, super scared that Halloween. They thought that all the candy was going to have anthrax in it. Oh no, shoot, we missed it. I wonder what anthrax tastes like. Probably bad. I should play Jumping Flash sometime. I said it before, but that game is pretty nice. Ah, we missed the jump. Whoops. Oh. Were you in Chicago when it hit? Yeah. I remember when I went to school, they told us that they didn't even try to act like anything was going on. They essentially lied to us and was pretending that anything you've been hearing about on the news wasn't really happening. I know a lot of people like got school off for it. They got told that they could just go home and be with their families during it. But I remember when I went to school, they were trying to play it off like nothing even happened. And anyone who brought it up, the teachers were trying their hardest to, I guess because they didn't want to scare students or something, but like everybody knew it happened. It happened at like what, 7, 8 in the morning? It was really early and everybody was already like on the way to school. And they probably heard about it on the radio. Which is weird because I remember Michael Jordan quitting the Bulls was a bigger deal at my school than 9/11 was. Everybody gathered into the auditorium to hear about it on little TV, and then they told us all that we could go home after. I guess you could say that was the 9/11 for Chicago. That was weird. I wonder when that was. I remember that. I remember McDonald's had because Michael Jordan was such a big deal, they had Chicago Bulls cups you can get from McDonald's, and Dennis Rodman, if you poured liquid into the cup, his hair would change color. And Scottie Pippen, I remember, had his own juice, and it was called Zippin'. And I swear to God, I tried looking it up because I wanted to find the old commercial for it because he acted so awkward in it. I can't find it anywhere. There's almost like no proof that it ever existed as a product. I hate it because I know it happened. I remember it happened. I even bought it, I remember. Oh, there. Oh, you think you're gonna stay away from me, huh? Now we're gonna get it. Wow, we did it. Now we can turn this weird-looking machine on. If anyone could find that ad, though, I'd be happy, just to know it really happened. It was called Zippin'. It was like Scottie Pippen. I think it was spelled the same way, just the first letter was a Z. The other one was I couldn't find the Maxaroni commercial anywhere. I don't know if anyone remembers Maxaroni, but he shows up to the school and he raps about his macaroni. And that commercial was nowhere on YouTube for a very long time, to the point that Rodcog spent, what is it, $75, I think, to actually rent a VHS tape from TV archives just so he could record video of the ad and post it. Except it was a different ad that they sent him, so it was all for nothing. But I think pretty recently that ad at least got posted to YouTube. But I can't find that. I can't find the Zippin' one anywhere. I swear to God, Scottie Pippen had his own orange juice for little kids. Everybody had Squeeze-It, so why would they even bother? Look, we're trying this again. Trying this hot mess again. I wonder why that doesn't work. Oh wait, that hits it! Did I just do it by accident? I think I might have. Can I turn it? Ah, I almost had it. They don't even know who Scottie Pippen is. I don't know why I'm talking about all of this. Sorry, everybody. It was a different time. It's always weird watching something like Red Letter Media is a good example of it. They will reference something like Popeye. And you'd figure everybody would know what that is, but then they go out of their way to explain it because no, I'm sure no one knows what that is now. It seems like it'd be something people know about. Did I just figure this out? Oh my god, I'm a retard. I am a drooling mongoloid. I can't believe it. This was so straightforward. How did I... Oh my god. Well, we did it, everybody. We just solved it. Let's collect our prize. Here it is. We did it. The roller coaster. What a weird setup they had for this thing. Wait, did I go in the wrong order? No, I didn't. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, well, whatever. We did it. I'm gonna... When Corey gets back from Pico Day, I'm gonna have to give him a big apology for making fun of him for saying this was hard, because... I don't want to even describe it as hard. The way that whole thing works doesn't make any sense. That was really weird trying to do it. But we got it. There's only 2 more left here, and I don't know where they would be, because we did pretty much everything at this point. Oh, there was one that you had a double jump to go get. I just need to go get that one. Where's that? I never liked it when games... I always liked collecting lots of health because it feels satisfying by the end of the game, seeing that you have like an enormous life meter compared to the small one you start with. But it also never made sense to me because usually by that point, if you have that much health, you're probably never going to die. And it just makes the game too easy. You'd want it to be harder by the end. It always seemed counterproductive. That's just me though. This is a can? No, it's a conch. Sponge. Okay, get the coin. Do they still do Got Milk ads? Because when I was playing Mario 64 a few days ago, I always keep remembering that one level because it was in the Got Milk ad. I don't even think that's a thing anymore. Oh, there's the Wienermobile. Did anyone ever get to see the Wienermobile? Did they ever get to stop by one? I remember it was always really exciting as a little baby boy. And there was a Wienermobile driving by. Which is weird because Oscar Mayer, the meat is disgusting. It's really gross if you ever eat it. It's something you would fall back on, I guess, if you're trying to save money. But, it was something special if you ever saw the Wienermobile. And I remember there was one parked by an electronics store when I was a little kid, and they even had souvenirs if you talked to them. They had, if you approached them, they had what was it? It was like a Wienermobile. Whoa, he can grab me? What the heck? It was like a Wienermobile whistle they gave me, I think. And the reason I remember this was because the electronics store had a CDI, and I thought I was insane because they had Hotel Mario on the TV. And I thought for so many years that was a game that I made up in my head, that it was a Mario game on another console that wasn't actually like the Nintendo. But now I know what it is. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. How do I get in the haunted house? Oh. Well, what's left? Haven't I done like everything? I'm not sure what's left on this stage for me to go. Does someone want to look up where that is? It's the L ticket. It's the only one left here. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. By the way, I'm a sucker for that. It doesn't really stand out in this game, but I really liked old 3D games where the explosions were spheres with like a moving texture on it. I always thought that looked really cool. Star Fox 64 did it a lot. Bomberman 64 had it. I always liked how it looked. Wow, look at that. He even scoots his head in. And then the camera breaks. You know, I was about to compliment the game for something, and then the camera broke. There we go. What is this thing? There's one... Oh, you can grab those? There's a... I was probably supposed to swing to that. That's how you're supposed to get it. Whatever. There's supposed to be one ticket left. I don't know where it is. Or where it could be. I mean, this isn't even a big area. I pretty much saw everything. You have to get all the tokens. Oh, Jesus. Is there a way to see how many are in each stage? Tokens are always... Oh, you're right! Look at that. It actually tells you how to do it. I didn't know that. That's gonna be miserable. Are there any in here? No. I actually like that. It gives you hints on how to get these. I like that. This game has a lot of good ideas. It's decent. I just have to go find the tokens, I guess. Well, there's one of them. I know how to get that one. The music in this kind of reminds me of Space Station Silicon Valley. I should play that sometime. That game's pretty fun, even if it's unfinished. I wonder if anyone's ever done a ROM hack of it to actually fix the programming error they had. Because that game, you can play through it and technically beat it, like you can do every stage in it, but there's supposed to be a secret final level that you're supposed to play to get the real ending, and the way you're supposed to get to it is by collecting these objects in it. There's golden objects you're supposed to collect, and one of them isn't actually programmed that you can touch it, so because of that, even though it appears in everything, like it's in the game, because they didn't program it to actually have you collect it, I don't know how you make that mistake either. Like, they didn't... I guess they didn't even playtest it. I don't know how that happens. But, because of that, it's impossible to beat it without cheating. And it seems like it'd be an easy thing to patch in and just correct. But I wonder if anyone would ever bother or care. Is it Space Station Silicon Valley? It's not a game anybody cares about. To the point that I don't even... If you have an expansion pack in your Nintendo 64, you can't even run the game. It crashes on startup. You get the company logo and then the game freezes. I remember that being a problem with it when I tried to play it a while back. It's too bad though, that game's pretty fun. There's a lot of good ideas. I wonder what this is for. They want you to use this at some point. This song sounds like it has a little bit of the Super Mario Land music mixed into it. Not this part. The other part. I should throw this over there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes. Sounds like Mario Land. Is that a thing that ever irks anybody when you hear part of a song in something and it sounds like it took that from another song? Like it's almost exactly the same, but it's just a little tiny piece of it. That's something that always sticks out to me. This guy is trying real hard to be funny in the chat. Nobody's yucking it up. Come on, guys, he's trying. Oof. Okay, we got it. No, we didn't. Come on, there we go, we got it. Sorry, I spoke too soon. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna have to go backwards from here. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, whoa! Holy cow! Wonder if I can pick these. Oh, Jesus! Wonder if I can pick one of these up. No, I can't. How many are left? Why is he? I know I missed one. Oh, God! I know I missed one. There it is. Okay, I got it. I'm pretty sure that's all the ones that are in here. I wonder what that box is for. If anything. Might not have been. Oh God. Oh God. No! Oh my God. No more. No. Okay, we're okay. Did we get all the ones on his back? I thought we did. Let's see. No, we didn't. Now we did. How many left? I guess they're in the B movie. They're in the B movie. So we got heading to the B Palace. Yeah, the Nintendo 64 barely has any games that came out over here. I think it's 80 something, 90 something. I physically own like a third of the entire library, so it doesn't have much going. It's because it was so expensive to develop for it though, and it was so limited. It just wasn't worth it to a lot of people to bother making anything for it. And there were just so many problems with the hardware. Because there's some nice things about it. The way the Z-axis is interpreted by games is actually alright. Because PlayStation 1 games looked all wobbly because of that. And that's why if you emulate it, some games look really unusual. Silent Hill 1, for example, you're really, really tall if you end up emulating it because that was... The emulator doesn't have that problem with the video, so the games are programmed in a way to try to fight it, so you end up seeing what happens thanks to that. So you get weird results like that. But the PlayStation 1 games typically would run a lot better. N64 games would drop to... I saw the code for an N64 game, and their frame rate, the frame rate limit was, I think, 28. Games could run faster, but typically you'd have to just not do anything with them visually to have it perform alright. was a big mess. Also, textures had to be really, really small. You were limited in how many colors and everything. And cartridges barely had any space around the beginning, so you couldn't fit too much on them. It's why Killer Instinct took so long to finally come out on the N64. A lot of games that were supposed to be launch titles had to get pushed back because they weren't aware about how space was going to be a thing. But there's some other good examples of that. Clay Fighter was a disaster of a game, but with that, I remember that if you go through and try to dump the textures, you try to dump any of that from the game, the characters are actually cut up into pieces because that made it so they could store more on the cartridge without it taking up as much space, and also they had to cut a lot out of that game just to get the fit, which is part of why it ended up as such a train wreck. I remember they re-released it later on as a Blockbuster thing to shove in the rest of the content because the cartridge size finally allowed it. And then on top of that, they were higher resolution sprites for the characters because they didn't have to take as many shortcuts. Still not a good game though, but it was partially why, I guess. It was just really hard to do stuff on the N64. There's some good examples of people really taking advantage of it. Mega Man Legends on Nintendo 64, it's actually kind of surprising how much of that they managed to get going on the hardware. I would never have imagined they could pull that off, because sound takes up some of the most space, and that game was full of voice clips and they're all intact. Resident Evil 2 has a pretty good port on the N64. I think I remember the people who did that port even said they wanted to take on like Final Fantasy, and no one was believing that they could pull it off. Oh, we did it! Look at that. We got them all. Also, thank you for donating. Thank Lieutenant Gopher. Thank you. I actually have a program running, so I can see that now. But, I remember I've been seeing some games now popping up on Steam trying to emulate how N64 games looked, and no one seems to understand what kind of limitations the hardware had, and why it had them. And also, if you're gonna do it, your game would pretty much have to run like garbage, because almost nothing on this console ran okay. That's just something that always annoys me, though, is people who are trying to emulate the look of a console, but then they don't understand how it works, and they get it completely wrong. That was a situation with a lot of indie games that do that. And they're supposed to be throwbacks, but then they don't look like... Oh, there we go. I was wondering what that was about. I thought it was yelling at me that I touched that, because I'm not supposed to be able to get to it yet. It's weird that this is here. Is this the actual entrance to the level? You don't use the other one? Oh, no. This is introducing me to bombs, so maybe that's why. But, what is it? Mega Man 9, even though I wasn't wild about the level design in it, the thing with Mega Man 9 that I liked was it was one of the few examples of a game that really tried to emulate how the hardware would have worked. Because it even had like sprite flickering and everything. They did a really good job making it feel accurate. The only thing I didn't like was the fonts on the menus had aliasing on them. And I don't know why that was like some kind of oversight they had. They could have easily fixed that, and that was the thing they left in. But almost everything else about that game is pretty accurate. And it's cool to see that kind of attention for detail, because most people don't go for that, and they don't understand it. Shovel Knight, everyone says like, oh, it's based off of the Nintendo hardware, like they use all the same colors. I hear people do that all the time, like, oh, it uses all the Nintendo colors. But yeah, Nintendo sprites also had limits on those colors. You weren't just allowed to use those wherever you wanted. You were limited to 4 colors in an 8x8 area, and usually one of those was reserved for transparency. And then if there were too many sprites on screen, they would have to flicker because that was their way of trying to render them. It was broken up by spaces vertically. There's like all these different rules and everything on how it works. Like sprite flickering is a thing that games were programmed to do because of how the Nintendo hardware would react if there were too many sprites on screen lined up in a certain way. It was just so you can actually see everything happening. So here's your Vor. Boy, this game sure has everything, doesn't it? But that's just kind of the thing, is that I get peeved very easily by games trying to say they're a throwback or they're attempting some kind of look like that, and then nobody knows what they're actually doing. Something like 8-bit became a buzzword at this point anyways. It doesn't mean anything. Plus, it doesn't describe how the Nintendo looks anyways. It's not because it's 8-bit. It's the hardware in specific that made it look the way it looked. But, that's the thing is, what was it? The Scott Pilgrim game? I remember IGN did a review on it, and they said, oh, it has 8-bit visuals, and that's a shining example of what people do with that term now, how loosely it gets tossed around. Shovel Knight, I like Shovel Knight, it's a fun game, like the music is really good in it and everything, and that's actually accurate because that was written in Family Tracker, which is accurate to the Nintendo hardware. But the thing about that game is, like, it's running in widescreen. Also, they introduced their own colors onto the palette and everything. You can't honestly say that it looks just like a Nintendo game or that it's following all the rules, because it isn't. But in that case, I don't really mind, just because it's good it's in widescreen. It's good that you have larger resolution, because that was a problem with a lot of old games, was you had a really small field of view, and it would just hurt games a lot, because if you had a lot going on in your level design, you were really limited in terms of what you could even see, and it made them more difficult just because of that. Sonic games are actually a good example of that. I know people have a lot of fondness for the old ones, but that was like an issue with them, was because the screen was so limited, it was hard to keep track of things at times, and you just end up running into a wall or getting hit by something you didn't even see because it got thrown off screen. The Sonic CD port on Steam is really good though. They recoded the game and it runs better than ever. They improved a lot of stuff in it. It has the physics from Sonic 2, which is nice, because Sonic CD on the actual Sega CD controlled pretty weird. But also it's in widescreen, so you actually can see more, and you can appreciate the larger levels in it a lot more because of that. It's one of the few re-releases that I like a lot. They improved it. If you want a cool indie retro idea, the guy who made Retro City Rampage, the guy who was doing it originally started as a Nintendo thing. Like, it was meant to be a game that you could run in Nintendo emulator and you could have on a cartridge. But he had to scrap it eventually because everything he was doing with it eventually got too ambitious that the hardware could even handle it anymore. I think he put a build up though of Nintendo 1 for anyone who'd want to download and try it out. It was... I'm surprised I'm even hearing about that game, because most people didn't even know it happened, or they didn't care. It was alright, I had fun with it. he entered it at the Indie Game Festival, though, and I feel so horrible that he did that, because that is the biggest mistake you could ever make, is entering a game at the Indie Game Festival. If you don't have friends there, you're just wasting your money, because you're not going to get nominated for anything. You're just giving them more money to give to their friends who are going to end up as the winners. It's a train wreck of an event. I know they apparently redid how judging works recently, but I remember, when was it, 2012 was when I was in contact with some people who were judges there, and I got to hear about the whole thing. How almost none of them were even playing the games that they were supposed to be playing and voting on. They just kind of went along with whatever their friends wanted. Well, we're not getting into this, are we? Okay, I guess we are just doing that. That's an oopsie. That wasn't supposed to happen. Minecart escape. Wonder what happens if I just walk this on foot. I guess nothing. I think everyone's pretty aware at this point that the Indie Game Festival is just a mess. I just feel bad, though, for anyone who did pay money towards it, thinking it's going to help them in some way. One of my friends who, I'm not going to name names or go into anything too deep, but he released a game a couple years back that was really, really successful. And I remember he was considering entering it at the Indie Game Festival. And, oof, that would have been a mistake. It's just a mistake for anybody. You should never do that. I felt really bad because the guy who made My Two Love 2 is working on that new game. I really like his stuff a lot. He's like one of the few indie game developers that he actually does really impressive work. He entered his game there, and it didn't get nominated for anything, which is so weird to me because that game looks amazing visually. He did such a good job with it in terms of the artwork. It at least deserved a little bit of credit for that, but that's the thing, is when I was being told about it by the people I knew who were judges there, that I tried to not be confrontational when everyone was telling me about it way back. I didn't like say how I thought it was stupid how they were handling it, just because I got to hear more about it, but they were saying like, oh yeah, you know, it's because it's to help the little guys out, and that's why we try to maintain an image with the whole indie game scene and everything, because we need to make it feel like anyone can do this, and the underdogs can do well, and anyone who has talent and could actually get somewhere, we don't want to put them in the spotlight, because then standards are going to go up and it's going to be harder for people to get into it. And sure, fine, whatever. That's still just really, I think that's so shitty, because on one end, okay, great, you're letting more people get into it or whatever because you're trying to maintain this image. But then these people who actually try their hardest and did something that people should get to experience it, it just gets swept under the rug then because it's too good. And at that point, it's like, why even try for quality at any point then? No one's going to acknowledge you if you end up doing something alright. You have to always do something that has a certain look and feel to it. It's depressing. Oh, that was weird. Oh, don't tell me I have to pay him money to open this. Oh, no, he's just giving me the double jump. 450. You're crazy. Oh, he's touching me. We can double jump. Oh! I forgot. It's a little jet boost. How many do I have right now? Oh, I'm almost there. Oh, wait. But for that guy I was mentioning, check out it's the Iconoclast is what it's called. That's the game he's been working on, and he entered it at the Indie Game Festival, and it didn't get any attention whatsoever. In fact, if I remember right, the winner that year, was it Nidhogg? It might have been the year before. But all the finalists were really underwhelming, and I know people had fun with Nidhogg or whatever, but even Nidhogg I don't think really stands out that much. It wasn't anything... I don't know, it's sad seeing something that small scale outdo something that a lot of energy, effort, and passion went into. Because like I said, what's the point of trying if you're just going to get punished for it? And it's even like a thing within games media, like blogs and everything. You have to stay at a low enough quality with an indie game for them to give you sympathy and feel like they're promoting someone who needs it. Because if you start doing something that's high enough quality that it could be considered like, oh, this is getting up there in terms of quality, like this could be weighed in compared to games that a company made, then they just start deciding, okay, we have to go harder then because this is someone who is capable of a lot more. There's a lot of things like that with indie games. It's also just weird because it's like a crutch label and doesn't necessarily mean anything at this point. I mean, EA had an indie bundle, what does that say? But it's, I don't know, it's all really depressing to think about it. Indie Game Festival's a train wreck. Edmund McMillan even was speaking out against it. Like, people within that whole scene, that whole group, even were openly admitting that it's flawed. By the way, if you want to be in with all of that, move to San Francisco. That's where they're all at. And, you know, you're really a sad story for people when you're living in San Francisco, one of the most expensive places to live. I already did this. But it stinks that that's how things are. It just, I don't know, there's way too much. There's so many flaws in games media and everything. Oh, what the heck? Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god! Well, I wasn't expecting that. But the part of the reason it depresses me is because the game industry is absolutely like changing for the better, I think. Thanks to stuff like Greenlight, that doesn't even seem like something people should realistically compliment because, oh, there's so much trash appearing on it. But the nice thing about it is that it's finally come to a point where publishers aren't exactly needed. You can finally be on the same kind of distribution that big budget titles are on. So there's potential for anything now to kind of appear and do well. So people can finally get games that are genres that they figured would have just died out and not really be a thing anymore. There's a lot of potential now. But that's the thing, is there's a lot of potential. It needs to still be reached. And the thing that's kind of stopping that are a lot of mindsets within the game industry. I think there's a lot of promise in the future thanks to where things are going. People also seem to be a lot less inclined to pay $60 for a game now when they can just get like 3 games on Steam for that much. more than that even. But it's still a shame that this is how crummy the industry itself is, and everybody's scratching each other's backs and trying to maintain something. Oh well. Probably shouldn't be doing this part with cheat codes on, by the way. But this game's a lot more satisfying when you have them on, just because you can goof up. You can do so many goofy, wacky, wild things in this game with them on. That's why they probably put them in there. I'm sure they loved this whole physics engine they came up with. Need to get that coin. Need to get that coin. Okay, I can't get it. Let's go to Arabia. He wants me to play pay 30 for Overwatch. I don't really care about Overwatch. I've had a lot of people telling me that I should give it a shot or whatever, but I haven't played too much. Oh no, I fell. It just doesn't look like something that interests me. Also, it's Blizzard, and Blizzard I haven't cared about in such a long time. I need to think of like what it's kind of out right now that I don't care too much about. I was really disappointed with everything that happened with Star Fox. I'm not surprised by any of it. I pretty much expected all that to end up happening. But the videos and everything were making it look alright. I know people are saying, oh, well, it just looks like 64 again, but I'd rather have that over what they've been trying to do with every other... It's weird that people even say this about Star Fox. They'll say, like, oh, it's a classic franchise, you know, it's wonderful. Saying it's a classic franchise feels wrong. Star Fox 64 was a classic. That's the one people liked. None of the other ones hold up in any way. Like, the GameCube one was a train wreck, the DS one wasn't very good at all, even though it sold really well. Like, there has not been a good Star Fox game since 64. That's the one people remember. And Star Fox, the very first one, it was alright for the time. Going back to it now, it's very hard to play it thanks to the frame rate. But there is someone has a throttled hack of the game at least that runs a lot better. Star Fox 2 was kind of impressive, but it never came out, so that doesn't count. How much was TF2 at launch? It was in the orange box, so it wasn't like 20. You were getting 3 games in that. Remember that? Remember when Valve was nice enough to do something like the orange box, where it was 3 games in one package? And then Left 4 Dead 2 was $60 and barely did anything to improve past the first one. Valve depresses me to think about too. I was recording a lot because I wanted to do a video talking about Dota. There's a lot of misconceptions about stuff with our group too. People were saying like, oh, aren't you the guy who was there at the beginning doing the editing? No. That's why we've had like a lot of people who've been showing up at streams. Like, it's just, we're a group of friends. This wasn't some big organized thing at any point. It's just that we've been doing videos together for fun and everything. And we've been pulling in a lot of people, specifically even for streams. Like, I've been helping like Rajak and everybody else with managing everything right now, but I haven't actually posted like any videos of my own. I've just helped with videos. But I was going to finally start posting stuff, and I was going to record a video on Dota, because Dota is not the kind of game I ever thought I would end up playing. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it in any way at all, and I thought very little of it. going into it, especially because high school, I have horrible memories of going to LANs and everybody was just miserable yelling over it. But after I ended up playing it for a while and getting into it, there were certain things about it I kind of liked, but then because of how Valve is supporting the game itself, I could go on and on and on for hours how much I hate about it, specifically because of decisions that Valve made with it. There was a point where I had some respect for Valve, but I'm surprised more people don't call them out at this point. They're like the big funny internet meme, you're not allowed to say anything bad about Valve, but holy cow, they don't deserve any respect at this point, because they don't value anyone. They don't even value their own games, and they haven't even done anything in a long time. Dota's the last thing they've done, and it's not like that's actually an original creation or anything. It's a game mod that they happen to get rights to. It's a Warcraft mod, and they happen to get rights to remake it in their own engine. That's it. It's not even a sequel. Like, it's called Dota 2. It's not even a sequel though. It's just the game ported over into a different engine. Wasn't the original editor some guy from Homestuck? No. No. For some reason, people come up with lots of cuckoo conspiracy theories. I don't know why that is. Like, I never understood that either. Like, from the sidelines, all of that's really confusing to me. It's never... The Best Gamers as a channel was never big, and it's weird that the following around it, people have all these theories and conspiracies and everything. Like, it's weird with anything. It's just so unusual to me that something so small scale and irrelevant has people obsessing about it to that extent. But no, that's not a thing. If you read anything like that anywhere, you're probably reading lots of people coming up with cuckoo garbage. I played 1,000 hours of Dota 2 for 3 years and then I quit. I've played almost 3,000 and I'm ready to quit. And I wish I could also chalk it up to me not being familiar with the game or something, that I'm being so pessimistic about it. But on Dota Buff, I was in the top 100 with the hero pool that I often use, and boy oh boy, it's not even stuff in the game, like it's not even gameplay stuff that really does it to me. It's all these things that Valve should be fixing up, and the community is so horrible, they're never going to, because everyone makes excuses for them. I hate it. I really hate it. It's almost next to unplayable for me too, because last time I tried playing it and I was recording footage of it, I ended up getting reported 8 times. It's the only video game I've ever played where I actually had like reports against my account and I got in trouble. It's the only video game I've ever played where that's happened. And I didn't even use the chat in the games I was playing. Like, I have footage of it and everything. Every game I had played of it, I was not talking in the chat, I was doing the most for the team, but I was getting yelled at anyways, and then people were saying they were going to report me. Like, if you look up any videos of like public games and that, and how common it is for someone to just shout report in the alt chat, there's a reason they do it. It's because the report system doesn't work. You can really easily abuse it, and if you get reported enough times, you get sent to the punishment pool, and it's almost impossible to get out of it now because Reddit made all these suggestions that Valve ended up listening to make it even worse. So the last time I was trying to get footage of it, I ended up getting reported 8 times. My account got muted despite me not even talking in the chat. I had not used the chat a single time in those games, but I ended up reported anyways. And then a while back, I got, like, this is why I was going to do it to begin with, I got sent into the low priority pool despite all of this. Like, I'm not using the chat in the games ever, I don't talk to people. At the most, I'll like ping the map, and tell people to group up using the chat wheel or something. But that's the thing, like, I've been muted repeatedly, I've been thrown to low priority a few times just off sheer number of reports I've gotten for not even doing anything. And I don't know if it's like my account got flagged or something, so I'm just getting matched with people who are horrible like this, or if this is just the game. Because it's constant, and it's really frustrating, and it makes me wonder why I'm playing it. And the matchmaking system's also a mess anyways. I was playing with friends a few days ago, and we got matched with people who felt like they were brand new. I don't know why we got put with them. It was the easiest game ever. We ended it in like 20 minutes. But that's the thing, is that it always feels like just a stomp when you play it. It doesn't make balanced matches in any way. It doesn't check for your skill level, really. I've gone to, like, through everyone's profile when I've been in games and everything to make comparisons. I've checked, like, Dota Buff for information. We got matched with brand new people in one game. Like, all of us have 3,000 hours. We have almost 3,000 matches played and everything. All of us are, typically around high 4,000 MMR to 5,000, and yet this is what's coming up. We're getting matched with brand new people, despite being in the really high skill. Like, we're in the very high skill bracket, and we're getting matched with people who are completely new to the game. What causes that? How is that excusable? And that's the thing, is that people on Reddit just suck up to Valve and defend every little thing. And then on top of that, everybody goes to that Reddit to vent constantly and say, like, because you can't be mean in the game, because you'll get reported for it and you'll get muted and everything, they just use the Reddit to do that instead. Everyone goes over there to complain about things. It is a disaster. People who play MOBAs are usually psychotic. Well, a lot of people play them is the thing. So it's weird to make a statement like that because it's so broad. People usually are crazy who play them, but it's not specifically because they were crazy going into it necessarily. It's because the game's by design. I don't ever like using the word toxic, but that's the thing, is people always complain about, oh, toxic behavior in these games. Such a toxic community behind this game. Dota has a toxic community because it's a toxic game. It's designed to be that way. It's the most frustrating game I've ever played in my life. And a lot of it doesn't even come down to you necessarily doing something wrong, because it's so team-driven. One person on your team making the smallest mistake could ruin the entire match for you, and then you have to wait it out for 40 minutes. It's miserable. Like, no one typically has fun playing it. Even when you end up winning, it's usually not satisfying. Because it probably wasn't even a close match to begin with. You just got matched with people who are much lower skilled than you, and you stomped them in a few minutes. I mean, it's a game that can end purely off of the characters you picked at the beginning. There is so much that can go wrong, and so much that can just determine a match right out the door. And that's the thing, like, it's really frustrating. People always are gonna get really mad at it because of that. It's designed that way. But then everyone takes this approach like, oh, if you're nice, if you're one of the nice guys, if you try to stay positive, you'll have a better time playing it. But I don't even say a word when I play it, and I've been reported numerous times and gotten punished for it. So no, I'm sorry. I know it's easy to say something like that. If you stay positive, everything will be fine. It's a game that doesn't work. You can't set up a system like that in a game like that with a community like that. You can't just make a game work that way, where if enough people report you, you get action taken against you. It's like how people abuse flagging on Twitter and YouTube, that if they don't like a video or comment you left somewhere enough, if enough people flag it, it just gets taken down. It's an abusive system. It's horrible in any spot to ever do it. And if it was based around, that's the thing too, is it's not based around reports for griefing even. It's specifically communication, where you can get punished for it. There's 3 categories when you report people. 2 of them are for actual griefing, and if you ever report someone for griefing, nothing ever happens. Even if they were, nothing ever happens to them. Nothing's ever done to them. But if you report them for communication, it's very easy to get action taken against them, even though they probably didn't do anything. Like, I figured out the whole system behind it and everything. Valve never wants to tell people details, probably because it would show how nothing works and how exploitable everything is. But that's the thing, was people dug up what it checks for when you get reported for communication. And it's specifically 4 different ways of communication that you can get reported for it. And it's not based on what you say, it's just if you used it. So if you use the team chat frequently enough, you can get muted automatically if someone reports you. You didn't do anything, you didn't say anything bad, but because you used it often enough, you can get in trouble for it. And it's a team-based game where every decision you make matters, so you're being encouraged not to communicate in a game that demands communication. But this is what I'm talking about right here. This is why I'm doing a video. It's a game that I like things about, but holy cow, there's so much wrong with it, and the community refuses to acknowledge any of it or criticize anything that Valve's doing. In fact, it's the weirdest fanbase I've ever seen because they will actively defend Valve on every little thing. Even when they got mad at Valve for how they managed their tournament recently, it's become a meme at this point. They'll quote the fact that Gabe Newell was insulting someone he hired and was told to do exactly what he was supposed to do. Everybody still quotes that, because Gabe... I don't know if anyone knows what happened with any of that, but Valve makes so much money when they host tournaments now, because you can buy compendiums. And usually every tournament now that they run, they make like, I'd say 11 million to 20 million per tournament. And none of that money goes towards the tournaments or anything. They just pocket it. They don't use it to hire more staff or better the game. They just pocket all that money. And one of the recent tournaments, it was a few months ago, it was managed so poorly, it was like a joke. It took so many hours for a game to finally start. They'd be delayed for like 4 hours on end. And then if you're watching their official stream for it, the video feed would just cut out randomly because the people who were in charge of that would just switch the camera off the game. I remember one of the big games, it was right at the end, and they just cut the video feed on it for no reason, so no one actually got to see the ending of the game as they watched the stream. It was a disaster. And, you know, the company who paid to hire the staff for the tournament and everything, you think, I don't know, maybe they should be held kind of responsible for their own tournament? But Valve was just throwing everyone else under the bus for it and was pretending like, oh, we didn't do it, it's these people we hired. But you hired them. You're the ones that hired them to begin with. Yeah, they're screwing it up, but you screwed up hiring them. You have all this money, why aren't you getting better people than this? And that's the thing, is they just threw everyone else underneath the bus. They fired one of the casters who was even keeping it entertaining and was doing exactly what he was told to do. Like, he even was showing chat logs and everything after he got fired. And Valve was trying to tell him, too, to keep it on the down low, like, oh, you know, we're sorry you got fired, but let's just stay on good terms, like, don't have anything confidential out there or anything, don't mention why you got fired, let's just kind of leave this as it is. But then, after, like, a straight 2 weeks of people complaining about how horrible the tournament was, finally Valve decided to respond to people being upset, and their way of responding was Gabe Newell went onto Reddit and made a 2-sentence post calling someone an ass that they fired after they just told him to not say anything or like make a big stink about being fired. They go out of their way to call him an ass. Gabe Newell specifically calls him an ass, and then they say how they're firing a lot of people for screwing up the tournament. And all it did was leave more questions. Like, it was the most unprofessional way of handling it. And at least at the time, people were giving them a hard time for it because they deserve it. Like, they screwed up so hard. And they didn't do anything to make it better either. They're trying to blame everyone else for it and not accept any responsibility. But then that was the thing after all of that, was it just became a meme now. Everyone was giving them such a hard time because they deserved it, and they were really upset and starting to recognize too how Valve just kind of doesn't care about their community or their own game or their own events or anything. They're just kind of doing this for money at this point. They don't care. Everyone was kind of recognizing that just while that tournament was going, but after it ended, it's just a meme now. People quote Gabe calling that guy an ass. It's just a big funny, and that's how everything typically is with Valve. They don't deserve any respect for this stuff, yet they get it. They still get it because they're the big funny meme. Epic Gaben, Lord and Savior Gaben. So when they're mismanaging a game and they're being greedy, and that's the thing too, like, everyone will bring up EA being, oh, they're the worst company in America, they're so selfish, they're so greedy. Valve has been doing shadier stuff than EA has for the past few years. So I don't know what that's about. I remember when people were criticizing Microsoft because Microsoft, the way Xbox Live Marketplace worked, you weren't actually allowed to use your own money directly. You had to buy Microsoft points. And the way Microsoft points worked was you had to at least spend a minimum of $5 on them. So people were really upset because, oh, if I want to buy something that's $1, I can't just spend $1, I have to spend $5 minimum. It was getting people really upset that that was how it worked, and after people complained enough, Microsoft actually switched it so you could just use normal money. But what does Steam do right now? Steam, if you try to add money to your account, you have to do a $5 minimum. You can add the perfect amount for the game after you have the $5 minimum, but that's the thing, it's the same system. But no one gives them a hard time about it because it's Valve. And I don't understand that. I don't know why Valve has this reputation when they've been doing more than enough at this point, where they should be apologizing and trying to actually win people over again. But that's the thing, they don't have to, they don't care. It's kind of like Blizzard, I guess, in a way too. Like Blizzard, there's that video of them talking about how, the thing with the WoW server, how they're just really condescending and feel like whatever they're doing is right and everyone else is wrong. Because people wanted to play vanilla WoW again, and that was their response was, yeah, you don't want that. You think you want it, but you don't. Well, there's a reason why so many people were quitting WoW. It's not because they don't know what they want. They know what they want, and you're not giving it to them. They're your consumer. But that's the thing, is with Valve, they're taking that mindset, and people are still defending them when they just don't care anymore, and they're not doing anything worth defending. Like, if you're not someone who's invested in Dota, what can you say they've given you in the past few years? Portal 2 was the last actual game they released that wasn't based on a mod. And what was that? 2011? Like 5 years ago? What have they done recently that's worth defending in any way? Remember when they tried to do paid mods? Remember that whole thing? They went back on it after like a month of insisting that it's the right way to do everything. And it's not like they went back on it because, oh, we learned our lesson. No, it's because it's like the same thing as the Fine Brothers situation. They went back on it because they knew they couldn't get away with it. They don't feel apologetic for it. They'd absolutely do it again if they could. It's just, the only thing they feel bad about is that they couldn't get away with it. They were hoping they could introduce something like that and nobody would complain about it. And the reason they introduced it is because they know the position they're in. Everybody will defend them over everything. They thought they could get away with it. And I mean, that's a big part of why it's probably why Dota's never going to reach the potential I think it has, is because this is the company who it's under right now. If it was anyone else who ended up with it, I'm sure they would have been doing more to support it. Even Riot, I hate Riot a lot. They're really greedy and doing plenty of things to ruin. I mean, they're even trying to have like a monopoly on something like League of Legends. Like, they were making a deal with Microsoft so every new Windows PC would have League of Legends on it. I mean, that was why Windows became a thing. That was the same thing that Microsoft did way back, was they made deals with computer manufacturers to have Windows on it by default. That's why they became a monopoly, and League of Legends are trying to do the same thing now, by being a game that just starts on the computer. Like, Riot is really shady, and they're trying to milk money off of that game left and right. But the thing is, at least they put their money back into the game too. They properly advertise their events. They try to make their tournaments enormous. They'll throw all their own money, like getting a stadium and making it seem like it's the biggest thing ever. Valve isn't doing any of that. They don't care. They know they don't have to. They can get 20 million for not doing anything. They're probably making more profit than Riot is, just because Riot puts so much of their own money back into the game to try to make it bigger and more successful. And that's it's really bad that this is who's supporting a game like this, where it has a scene and everything, because you know they don't really care about the scene. They're just trying to figure out new ways to... TF2 was like an experiment after a while. It became a lab experiment where they just kept trying new ways to make money off people. What if we introduce these chests and we keep waving them around in people's faces, asking them to pay money to open them? They were trying to figure out all these ways to manipulate people to keep throwing money at them. And that's what they started doing with Dota. That's what they did with all the compendiums, like making them these events and everything. Events that don't really mean anything. Really? That kicks me out? That's weird. But, that's the thing. That's like all they're doing for this game at this point. Their updates are so far between, it's ridiculous. It's like every half a year you get a patch for Dota. And it's not even a well thought out patch. They're not making tweaks or anything. They're not trying to slightly balance the game out. They're just randomly jumbling everything around and adding a couple new features on top of it. They don't know what they're doing. I don't even know if they listen to the community. Well, you know what? They listen to Reddit, which is a mistake. But I don't think they listen to like pro players or anything on feedback or anything. It depresses me a lot thinking about it, because it was one of the few games that I actually kind of got invested in for a while. Don't get me wrong, the MOBA genre as a whole is kind of a mess. I also hate the term MOBA just because Riot coined that, because they didn't want to be... After they heard Dota 2 was a thing, they didn't want to give Dota credit anymore, so they made up all their own terms and names and everything to act like they're their own original idea and not based off something else. That's why MOBA even caught on as a thing. But, I also... It's weird ever saying MOBAs because there's two that people play. I know Heroes of New Earth is also a thing, but it's not big in any way at all anymore. Nobody really plays it. It's almost completely dead. It's pretty much down to League of Legends and Dota. And League of Legends is a dumbed down version of it, with all these ways of trying to exploit people for money. Dota, at least, it's all cosmetic. Nothing matters that you can pay money for. But still, like... It's weird saying it's its own genre at this point, because nobody cares about any others. Remember when they did a Dead Island? They tried to do a Dead Island MOBA and nobody cared about it. You know why? Because it's a competitive... People like to play it competitively, so they're not going to switch off the one they care about to play something like that. It doesn't make any sense why they would or why people would expect them to. It's people being clueless to why this was successful to begin with and thinking they can just cash in on it. And oops, every single time they tried, they failed. It's not really a genre. So it's why it's weird ever hearing people refer to MOBAs as a whole. To say League of Legends or Dota, those are the only ones we're talking about. But, that's the thing, is Dota is something that I was kind of getting into just because when I play games, I get a lot of satisfaction actually feeling like I'm growing, like I'm learning, and that things are coming from my own skill level. And Dota had that to an extent, which I was enjoying about it. But there is a falling off point because it is a team game. You can only do so much on your own, and the way they go about balancing it, like, most of the game is based around team structures anyways, because it's 5-on-5. It's great if you can do well by yourself. That only means so much. Although, then that's like a frustration I have with the matchmaking system. You have a solo rank and a party rank, which I don't understand. Because it's a game you're meant to play with a party anyways. Why is solo rank something that's valued when it's you rolling the dice if you're going in solo? You don't know what kind of people you're going to be matched with. One person screwing up on your team is enough to ruin a game, so I mean, that can only say so much about you. And when matchmaking barely works to begin with, too. Because the way skill brackets in that game are divided up, pretty much every 1,000 is drastic, because you have a ranking score. And pretty much if you're like 4,000, that's where you're considered to be high skill. 5,000 is when you're pretty much near competitive, like, professional level. 6,000 is when you should be on a team. The thing is, there is such a difference between each bracket like that. Every 1,000 is so radically different. 3,000 is the average in the game, and 4,000 when you're already considered to be very high skill. Like, that's how drastic it is. And the game will match you up with people who are 1,000 ahead of you. It's not trying to find people in your ballpark. It'll go as high as finding people who are like 1,000 above you. And it's not even above you, it'll go beneath you that much too. So you could have someone on the other team who's 5,000 while you're 4,000, and then someone on your team is 3,000. It goes all over the place. It's never consistent. It's just a complete gamble. It's just a mess. And the thing is, like, pro players have complained about it too. There's been, like, Reddit, I think, is cancer to the game. It's a horrible community for the most part. But even pro players have gone there and, like, complained about it, how they would rather wait 20 minutes to find a game as long as all of it was balanced out and there was everyone in the same skill bracket. Because they wound up in games with people who are 4,000 while they're 7,000. It's ridiculous. It doesn't work in any way at all. It's just a disaster. But people defend it, and it's because that's how everyone in this community acts. Everyone is really nasty to each other. Everyone acts really full of themselves. So if you go and complain about that on any of their forums, if you go to the dev forums, if you go to Reddit, if you say how, you know, it's kind of not really, it doesn't feel very fair because it's just not really working. Like, I've been matched with new players in ranked games despite the fact I have 3,000 hours. And what was my MMR? My MMR dropped a lot recently because of all these punishment things that have been happening in my account. I think I'm in, there's a shadow pool too, and I'm worried I'm in that now because I'm getting all these reports despite the fact I don't even use the chat. But what's it? I really wish I could say too that I'm just an asshole. I really wish I could say that, but I don't even use the chat. So it's puzzling to me why this is how it works. But I think it was 4.6. That was where I was around. And then I just kind of gave up on even bothering with ranked after a lot that's been happening now. It is such a mess of a game. God. This is what I'm talking about, though. This is why I'm doing a video on it. I have like 2 hours of audio recorded and everything. It's much more cohesive than what I'm saying right now. It's a game I really want to reach its actual potential, but I don't think it ever will. And in a lot of ways, I don't like it ever being described as a genre too, because it is a mod. There's no like clear-cut rules for what could work or what couldn't work. A lot of people try to act like that's a thing too, like, oh, you can't make this kind of change to it because these are the ground rules for how this sort of genre should work. It's not a genre though. It was a mod off of a game. It's something they've been experimenting with for a long time now. There's no clear-cut rules for how you should do it. And God, this is, I'm sorry, like I've been talking about it for how long now? Like a half hour. This is me just genuinely being disappointed with something because it was something I actually cared about. And I hate that people who are apparently just as passionate about this game don't voice any concerns towards it, and they're just willing to defend it despite everything being wrong with it. People even recognize some of these issues too, like you have a solo rank in it, but you're not allowed to actually search for other people who are solo. it'll usually match you in with people who are in parties, and when people are in a party, they don't want to cooperate with you. They're not going to be like, oh, you know, let's all act as equals. They don't do that. If they're in with like one other friend, they're just going to be with their other friend the whole game, and they're going to blame everyone else if they end up losing. It's horrible. Like, it's usually worse to play with a group of 2 people on your team as opposed to everyone being by themselves. It's always miserable because of that. And it'd be nice if you could just search for other people who went in by themselves, but you can't because Valve got rid of the option because they didn't like that it took about 5 minutes to find a match. And in a game where matches last almost an hour, I don't think anyone cares about that. They would rather have a quality match. But as much as, like, that's the thing. I'll even see people still complain about that here and there, that you can't search for solo anymore. You used to be able to search, so you would only be matched up with solo players. If you were by yourself, you would only be matched with solo players, and that was great. That was a good feature. That was useful. And then they took it out for that reasoning. And people, even now, still ask for it back, but then the community will say, Valve said it's matches will take too long, and you're wrong. It's just this big split, so when people even do recognize that something is a problem and it should be fixed, the other half of the community will just defend Valve because it's Valve. So, nothing ever needs to be done with this game again because of that. There's always going to be a big split between mindsets, and nothing's ever going to be accomplished, no progress is ever going to be made. Valve's just going to keep tossing hats into the game and not bothering to balance anything, or fix the problems with it, or actually try to support them anyway. And that's kind of it. I'm pretty ready to quit it. Like, despite as much time as I've had on it, I feel awful that I've been supporting it just because of all of that. I mean, I even had a point where I got one of their compendiums and everything too, and I feel horrible I did that. I feel awful that I threw $10 at Valve for this game that I don't think they even deserve it. The fact that I dedicated so much time to playing it too, like figuring out how it works and everything, getting into it like that, I feel awful I gave them that time. I don't want to even support it. There's a lot I like about it, but there is just so much they're doing wrong with it that I probably never want to even play it again. So there's that. There's that rant for like a half hour, I don't know how long I just did that. But that's why I'm doing a video. I'll go into depth in that instead of just wasting time here. God. Why do people like MOBAs so much? Because their friends play it, probably. It's also because it's something you can watch. There's a spectator side to it. People like esports a lot. And, like, even to an extent, I kind of do. I wouldn't say esports specifically, although I guess fighting games are a part of that, and it's considered a part of it. But I like watching things like Evo. Not as much lately, because I don't enjoy most fighting games that have come out recently. But I used to have fun watching Evo. Like, going back and watching Third Strike was a lot of fun and everything. Guilty Gear is fun to watch. King of Fighters 13 was fun to watch. Like, I get something out of that. And it's also, I know a lot of people will say, like, oh, why are you watching virtual sports as opposed to actual sports? Like, that's the thing, and people, I don't like people who try to act like esports needs to be recognized as, like, an Olympic event or something to that extent. I always think that's ridiculous. But the thing about it that I like is that you're watching people on the highest skill level within that game playing, and because you're playing that game yourself typically, it means you can learn things from it and you can improve on your own end, and it's actually something you could feasibly reach at some point. You might be able to hit that skill level on your own at some point, as opposed to something like actual sports where you need to be doing steroids and be built physically to actually do it. A game is something pretty much everyone can pick up. But that's why I figure something like esports is big with other people too. A lot of people who are into Dota also just like watching it typically. They don't actually like playing it, but they like watching tournaments and everything. And years back, maybe I would agree with that, but I cannot say that at all anymore, just because of what has become of the metagame in it. And that a big part of that is also because of how Valve patches the game, because I don't think they understand it. But the International 4 that Valve hosted one year, which is their big tournament, it's supposed to be the big Dota tournament, it was a train wreck. The game was so unbalanced that year that games were ending in literally 10 minutes and people would surrender, because all you had to do was pick the right lineup with your heroes on your team. There were like 7 or 8 specifically. If you just had a lineup of them, you could not get killed at the beginning of the game because they worked so well together that no other lineup could feasibly do it. And then you would just snowball out of control. Because they were so good right out the door, they could take every tower, you'd be getting all this gold and experience and everything, they were unstoppable. So games would end in the first 10 minutes and that'd be it. And that was the finals for that tournament. The finals, those games lasted 14 minutes. And people would just surrender immediately. That's how horrible it was. Those were your major tournament games. That was the big tournament everyone was being hyped for, because that was the biggest year for the International. It was the biggest thing ever, and that was what it turned out as. It was a joke. But that's like the thing is, that game is just always an unbalanced mess, and it's because of how they go about patching it. They don't make progress with any of their patches for Dota, because they don't observe what works and what doesn't work. They just randomly shuffle everything around each patch. And going back to the Reddit community on it, Valve for some reason listens to them a lot. I don't know why, but they like that method for patching. I like that Dota has a lot of variety between its characters, unlike League of Legends where everyone's very similar. But on the other end of things, everyone in it is so safe in terms of design just so there can be balance. Something like Dota, it's always going to be this way because this is how they're doing the patches for it. It's never going to reach a point where everyone's going to be viable and you're going to see every single character end up picked in a tournament. It's unrealistic to even expect that to ever get to that point, but there should be at least some effort to maybe get there, and it's just never going to happen with Valve doing it this way. So, but going back, that's why people like MOBAs, or specifically Dota and League of Legends, because I don't like saying MOBAs, because it's a made-up term that Riot did. They like it because usually it's the spectator side of it they like. It's like when people watch StarCraft despite them not even knowing how to play it or really getting into it. People like that about it. And also, it's a game that you can play with 5 friends, so... Also, it's free. All of that makes it really easy for someone to pop right into it with a group of friends and make it the game they want to play, even if they're not having fun with it. And because there's such a huge skill wall for it, you have to learn so much about it. That's probably also part of it, is that people feel like they're improving and getting better at it, and they like that kind of satisfaction out of it. Like what they're doing and it matters, even though overall it doesn't really. Where is this thing? Jesus, how am I supposed to find this with this draw distance? Did that almost rip my head off? Okay, it's this blue one. Let me find where the blue one is. Sorry, I'm actually focusing on the game now. Where's the... This is a really awkward challenge when the draw distance in this game is so low. There it is. Yeah, I would not have guessed it was over here. I like this game a lot, but this is one point where it's really shining. But, oh, okay. That just throws you right out. Well, that's no good. What was your favorite hero? I'd have to think. There are a few that I had a lot of fun using, although a few of them people would probably hate me for saying, just because they're fun to use, but also they're really annoying to deal with, which is why they're fun to use. I don't take satisfaction in some of those, though. Like, I had fun using Tinker way back, but he was such a miserable hero in 6.81. It was disgusting how unbalanced he was, and the fact that Valve was trying to make people deal with that for such a long time. He was so exploitable. So as fun as he was, that's the thing, was like I couldn't take any satisfaction in the fact that I liked using him. So I just would avoid it because of that. Do I hit this to keep it open? Okay, I gotta go to the purple one. Slark is one I actually like a lot, and I know people complain about that a lot, but he really is like middle of the road as a hero. He's always just been kind of middle of the road. It's not like he's broken in any way. Invoker was fun until recently, and then he became a meme hero. Jesus Christ. This is a horrible challenge. The draw distance on this. I actually, it's weird to say that because I don't typically play support roles, just because if you're going in solo, it's suicide over going in as support, but I like a lot of support heroes. Bane is pretty fun to use. Witch Doctor's kind of a baby pick because it's so easy to play it, but he's pretty fun to use. Yeah, there's just so many I could just go on. I really like a lot of the different playstyles. That was part of why I got into Dota. I really like a lot of the stuff you can do with certain heroes in it, and it's something that League of Legends will never have. Being able to... Something like Clockwork, for example, being able to just grab someone from across the map and go right onto them. You're never going to see something like that in League of Legends, because there's so much potential for that to go wrong. And stuff like that's a lot of fun. There's God. Also, I've been up since last night, so it's harder to think. I need to... It'd be easier if I just had it open so I can consider like every hero that I like using in. Oh, it's gonna push me out. There I go. Oh boy. But yeah, people would get mad if I said it, but Slark is actually one that I have a lot of fun using just because I like heroes who are mobile typically. It's fun being able to play as heroes who have a lot of options for movement, because it opens up for a lot of possibilities, and he's a good example of that. So I always have a good time using him. He's one of the ones I was in the top 100 with. He's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of different ways you can play him. Unfortunately, most people don't know that, so whenever I was using him, this is part of what I was complaining about before. I had people who were reporting me just because of items I was building on him, despite winning the game with those items, and that was always... Even Reddit, I remember, I didn't even upload it. Somebody actually uploaded a video clip of a game I was in when I was using Slark, and I ended up getting a kill off somebody, because it was a patch where Gyro was really viable, and I built a Blade Mail specifically because I knew he was going to keep sending his little bombs onto me, and I teleported across the entire map and put the Blade Mail up and killed him with it, but it got uploaded on the Reddit as like, oh, look at this funny play, and everybody was complaining in the comments saying, excuse me, why did he build that item? What an idiot! Despite the fact that we were winning the game and it didn't do anything to screw anything over. And also, it's not a bad item on the hero because it's so cheap, it doesn't matter. But that was the thing, was that's how people who are, like, that play the game, that's how they take a tone about everything. Everyone acts like they're the one who knows everything about it, and everyone is really critical about everything. Everyone freaks out about everything. The Reddit community like showcases the worst end of that. It's horrible too because they'll defend like how the report system works and everything and how mutes are distributed. But then what's so obnoxious? That's my phone, by the way. Anyways, like I was saying, the thing about all of that is they want this whole system set up because you got to keep the toxic players out, but they're the toxic players. And the thing is, like, if I'm sure it's why it's such a critical system is because Valve wants to kind of mask that people who play this game are so angry all the time. But they're not fooling anybody. If you go to the Reddit, you're going to see people act even worse than they would in the game itself. Nobody's fooled thinking that this is actually a peaceful community and it's all just misrepresentation. This is how people act. This is the community. You don't even have to try. All Reddit is people venting and acting like they know everything about the game. And I actually have kind of a weakness how I am in games. If anybody ever tells me I'm doing something wrong and that I need to do it their way, even if I know it's a bad idea, I will go out of my way to do it just to show them how wrong it was. And, that led into a lot of the losses I have. But that's the thing is, it's why I get so frustrated with the game is because everyone will always tell you you're doing everything wrong, even when you're the one performing the best on your team. And, I'll get in trouble, too. Like, I've gotten reported just because I wouldn't go along with the... Whoa, God, that's hard. I've gotten reported because the last time I ended up in the punishment pool was because 4 people went into a fight that I said it was a bad idea and was going to lose the game. And they didn't listen to me, and they dove in and killed themselves. And big surprise, we lost the game off of it, and they reported me because I didn't go along and die with them. And we weren't going to win the fight if I went with them anyways. I was playing a support role as it is. I wasn't going to be able to provide anything really in the fight. But that was the thing, was they got mad at me for it, and I got reported by all 4 of them, and that put me in the punishment pool. I didn't do anything, but I got punished for it anyways, just because I took enough reports. And that's why it's a flawed system. It always comes back to that. It's not a fun thing to talk about. Dota is never fun to talk about. I'm sorry it keeps coming back to it. Someone, don't ask me things about it. Don't ask me who I like using in it. Let's try to get off the subject. I'll have a video up on it soon, hopefully. I just it's partially why I'm streaming right now. Everybody's been busy with a lot. Everybody's been moving around. I even moved around. It's hard to try to set aside time for stuff when you're barely hanging on, which is why, God, like, I've been trying to program something too. I've been working on I was working for a studio a year and a half back, but things went so horribly wrong with that everybody ended up quitting. I was working on a solo project, but that's the thing is, it's so hard to make time for it when I just need to juggle all this other stuff just so I can hang on. And the same goes for everybody else. Like, it's been hard just doing stuff. And that's why this Dota video is even taking a while, because Oh boy. Editing video for 2 hours. That's condensed too. I had, I think, like 4 hours of audio recorded, and I had to cut it down to 2 hours after editing everything and doing a bunch of re-records and trying to be concise and straight to the point. I wonder what that timer is for. But that's the thing, is it's really hard to manage time with all of this going on. All these things that all of us have been so busy with. Everyone's had a lot going on. Which is, anyone who's donated during the stream, by the way, thank you. You're helping out a lot. I know it's, believe me, I don't feel good about ever expecting donations from something stupid like this, just playing a video game. I don't feel like, in general, I don't feel like people should be getting money for just playing games. It's a thing anyone can do. I always feel dirty about it. I think all of us do. But it really does help, and we can all do the things that we want to do off of it. Like, even Zach, Corey, Chris, everybody always feels pretty bad about it, that this is... Because everyone wants to take on, like, their own creative stuff. I just want to focus on, like, programming and stuff. I don't want to do all this. This isn't... I don't want any of this to define me. I'd rather be making games than just playing them. But that's the thing. It's, before you've actually gotten anything out there that's, large scale, this is where you have to kind of do things just to be able to support yourself while working on it. Because it's hard, too. Like, if you... With everything I've been doing, like, the reason I was even working for a company before a game studio was because I was hoping money for that would be able to support time that I could put towards my own project. But then all of that went south, so it didn't matter. But, I wonder how they expect you to do this without low gravity. I guess these would be really, really tight jumps, is what it would be. But that's the thing, is if someone was, like, trying to take on their own game, it's why some games that don't seem like they actually should take that much time. For example, Nidhogg took forever to come out. Didn't that take, like, 4 years or something? It took a really long time, considering how simple it was. And... this probably isn't the reason, but I'm just going to throw that out there as a hypothetical example. Even a game that's really simple and seems like it shouldn't take that much time to make, if you're working a normal job that demands most of the time of your day, it is going to be difficult to actually set aside time to work on your... Especially if you're coming home like really late and everything, because you're going to just be out of it too. It's hard to really focus yourself and dedicate yourself to something like that. And it's why anyone donating and helping us out with stuff during these streams, because these streams are fun for us, we do like doing them, but oh god, that hurts. It's it always feels wrong expecting money just for playing games. This isn't a thing that you should expect from anybody. I wasn't wild that Rawcock made a Patreon. I wasn't happy about that at all. I would never want to start Patreon for something like this. But at the same time, he's barely around. Everyone's gotten to hear it during streams too. He's always busy with work and everything. He doesn't really have time to do stuff. I feel dirty about it, but I can also understand someone for doing it, I guess. I don't want to rely on stuff like this, but I don't know. The reason I'm just saying all this is because I'm thankful for anyone who donated today, because you're really, really doing a favor, because I've been trying to do a lot of stuff, Rawcock's been trying to do a lot of stuff, all of us have been trying to do a lot more. Rawcock's actually going to be doing some videos again. Now that he's moved out into an apartment, he has more time to do it. And thanks to everything that's been happening, like during the stream, all the donations we got and everything, I can set aside some good time to finally work on my video. Oh no, the little robot died. But that's the thing, is none of us are happy that we need to do stuff like this just to make enough to kind of get by. But anyone who's willing to cooperate with us on this and actually help us out, anyone who's seriously like giving money just to watch someone playing a video game, I feel horrible ever expecting that of anybody. I don't even expect it, I guess. I feel horrible that anyone's doing it to begin with, because that money could go towards something completely different. Like, there's no reason anyone should be paying money for people streaming and playing. I can't believe people can make a living off something like Twitch either. That's so weird to me. But you are, like, anyone who's helped out during this stream, thank you. And just in general, anyone who's helped in the past. A lot of us have been moving around, it's why we haven't been doing content as much. There's been so much going on, and this has all been helping, so thank you. God. I'm kind of jealous of people like Zach, though. Not because Zach isn't even like doing that well. Like I know he doesn't feel wild about having a stream to get by. He doesn't. That's the other end of it too. That I kind of feel the same way. I don't like feeling like I have to rely on other people and like expect the kindness of others to carry you. Others. Sorry, boy, am I out of it. But I know everybody kind of who does creative streams and everything. They feel that way. They don't like having to expect that of anybody. They don't want to be carried by that. They'd rather their own talent be able to do it alone. But when you haven't hit that point yet, when you have a big thing out there, that's just what you have to do until you can get finished. But I'm jealous of the fact that you can even do creative streams. By the way, these are really hard to hit. Because I would love to just be productive and stream. That must be really nice being able to do that. With the kind of work I do, it wouldn't be anything I could really stream. It'd also be easy to copy. If you're doing like code, Notch was a dummy and did that. He was streaming himself programming that space game that never came out. And then he was very surprised that people copied his source code. But, no kidding. You're showing people your code. It's that easy. All they have to do is copy what you typed on screen. There's nothing to it. It's also the project itself is kind of hush-hush to it, so I can't really... I also don't really want it attached to a lot of the... I don't know. There's a lot to it. But being able to do a creative stream is nice. I mean, it's probably good to be productive streaming as opposed to having to set out time to play a video game when you'd rather be doing something that you're more passionate about. I like games, obviously. I like playing games. It doesn't take anything to play a game. It's weird wording it that way too, like, oh, it's such a chore. I'm a little baby. I don't want to play video games. But that's the thing, is the reason I don't want to play games is because I want to work on them. I want to program. I'd rather be doing something as opposed to not doing something, goofing off on a game. I don't know how. I'm sure most other people who are doing the game content, doing their Let's Plays and whatever, don't really feel that way because they're not actually trying for anything else. Someone like Markiplier sure as heck wouldn't be doing anything if Let's Plays weren't a thing. I don't think he has like kind of any artistic talent or anything like that. I don't think he's aiming or striving to do anything with himself. He can have that fun, I don't care. This game is making food. It's not making food. It feels weird. It feels weird that I even set it up that way. It's specifically for just like groceries to be set for a little while because everybody just moved into apartments. Carnivore's in his own apartment. Rockcock's in his own apartment. I'm living at my own place now, and probably going to be moving again soon. Where I'm at right now is just temporary, but it's why we haven't been able to do Wednesday streams anymore. We're all in different places now. Everybody has different schedules, and Like I said though, Rockhawk will be posting his own videos again soon. I talked to him earlier and he said he's going to be trying to do more again, since he's pretty much finished moving, so he'll have more time. I mean, I don't think he has to do that commute anymore, because I don't know if anyone here was around for those streams, but he would wake up at like 4 a.m. and would have to be on the way to his job. How are you supposed to... You can't grab this guy. I wonder what you're supposed to really do here. Oh my god, he's aggressive. Holy cow, that does 2 points of damage. This guy's a turd. But, he was really busy. He almost had no time to do anything, so now he does, which is nice. And, everything that everybody donated during the stream is giving me more time. Carnivore, hopefully will be doing stuff again soon, too. I'm gonna finally be posting a video. That's the thing, like, the fact we don't do Wednesday streams hurts us too. It's not like we want to miss out on that. Plus we like doing it, it's fun when everybody's here. It's more awkward when it's a solo stream though. I'm not like entertaining either. I feel weird about every solo stream just because of that. It's easier when someone like Rockhawk's there. Especially this stream. You know, this stream kind of sucks dick, don't it? I don't think anybody wants to hear about Dota for an hour and a half. Also, yeah, that Crash Bandicoot thing was kind of weird. Everybody I saw discussing that was making up all these different things about it, like, oh, well, they're allowed to redistribute the original, which is why they have that in the new Uncharted as a Easter egg thing. But that doesn't make sense because it's not the original game. They coded their own thing for it, so that doesn't work. It's I guess they really did get the rights back, or Sony got the rights. Somebody, I guess, sniped the rights for it now, so they can actually do it again. Although I don't know if they're gonna actually do anything with it beyond that. I wonder why these are glowing. Oh, because they hurt! I thought it's because I wanted to touch them. I wonder what you're supposed to do here. You can't use the jet boost underwater. I guess I'm just supposed to go up the slope by bumping it. Yeah, how do you... Oh, I don't know what you're supposed to do here. Oh, I'm supposed to use the ice. I'm a dummy. I forgot I got this. Can I get my ice again? Oh boy. Sorry, everybody. I'm not really paying attention. I'm sorry. How do you do it again? There it is. I hit A, not B. I knew I had it. I just forgot about using it. I didn't need it for the other water, so I was hoping I could jump it here. Ugh, I pulled an Aaron. I'll say this, it is hard to play a game while talking. Specifically when you're by yourself. When it's a group, it's not so bad. And the extent of how those boys play video games, I don't think is justifiable. But, oof. I should just focus on this more anyways. No one wants to hear any of this garbage. I like this as a mechanic, by the way. It's actually fun. Also, I fell. Whoops. Let's try this again. This is a cool idea for a thing. This game, I keep saying it, I really do like this game a lot. And a lot about it's pretty impressive for an N64 game. This is anything, or do I have to lift it higher, I guess? I'll probably switch for it. Oh, well, that's the camera. Oh no, it's this guy. I don't like him. Oh god. Oh! Get the heck away from him. No! Whoa! The whirlpool! Oh no, I'm sucked in. At least I got this. Oh god, he did it to me anyways. Oh, what a world. Oh, let's go try that again. If I remember where it is. I think I'm hitting that point where I'm really out of it. Because I've been up since... oh, it's over here. I'm not doing that. I've been up since... about this time yesterday. So, welcome to 24 hours. I hope they're not almost done with Yooka-Laylee. Something like that should be taking more time. That would be scary if they were already done. Although I don't, I don't have high expectations for it anyways. I don't think it's going to be anything special. It's too bad. I'm sure it'll be a pretty standard 3D platformer. Why do these hurt so much? Holy cow. I wonder why it was in a lot of these. Oh my god. What's going on? Oh no. Oh no. Go away! Can I slam you? I don't even want to try. Oh my god! Oh. Oi, gewalt! Oh. I don't like that he does 2 points of damage. But Yooka-Laylee, wow, I'm out of it. The way it was looking looks like it's just gonna, I don't know. I mean, imagine if Yooka-Laylee came out and it was just Ninja Bread Man, like it was that straightforward. There was nothing to it. I have a feeling it's not going to be as poorly designed as that, obviously, but I feel like it's going to be just kind of a subpar 3D platformer because they're acting like people are so starved for it. But there's a reason why stuff like Banjo-Kazooie was so appreciated at the time, because they were actually trying to accomplish really big things with it for the time. And a lot of that is not going to have the same kind of punch now, because it's been done. But it's also, the designs for it and everything are kind of underwhelming. I'm not... Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything too special. Yeah, this guy is just ready to mess you up. Look at that, he's playing mind games. Why does that go so far? Holy cow, what a turd. Okay, there's one more bad boy up ahead. He'll kill us in one hit. Let's see if he's gonna do it. Oh boy, the camera. Okay, we gotta get past this guy. Do you think we can make it? I don't think we're gonna make it. He's very quick to murder. Oh, we made it. Oh, whoa, oh, he's chasing me! Oh my god! He zapped me through the platform. I didn't think he would do that. I figured if he was behind it, he wouldn't try to do that, and it wouldn't hit me. Dear God. Oh, please. Calm down. I'll get it this time. Oh my god. Well, you know, my phone can ring. Hang on. Alright, we're back. A dinosaur tail. Sorry, my phone. My phone, she rang. She bang. She's Ow. Remember She's Ow? Remember how everybody was pretending She's Ow was a very good show and it was just a really mediocre cartoon that was animated pretty poorly and looked really ugly, but because of what it was about, everybody thought they were a good person for watching it. That was something. Okay, let's put the key in the hole. Now let's get zapped to death because... You fucker! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he turns into smaller ones. Oh my god. What a turd. I actually didn't know freezing him killed him, which is why I wasn't doing it. A lot of what I'm doing in this game is coming off of me remembering it from when I was a kid, and I don't remember that being a thing. We got him. Thank goodness he gives you health back, too. Okay. So, let's spray this guy. You're in for it now! You think you're gonna bully me again? Get out of here. Do they get sucked into the whirlpool? Oh my god, they do! Ah. If they stayed frozen, they would have gotten sucked down. This game's really cool. Oh my god, I love stuff like that. More games need to do stuff like that. I hate that so many games try to be safe now when they program them, so you can't do anything like that. Everything has to be intentional, but stuff like that's so much fun. It's great when you can get creative and have little things you can do like that. That's why Mario 64 is a lot of fun to go back to. You can do so many things like that. I remember there was a game I was working on at one point before the people who were making it canceled it. You could hold an object over your head because it was trying to be kind of like Mario 2. You could pick up stuff. And that was the thing, was because you could hold it on your head and it was like a physical object you could jump on. Enemies could land on top of it and they'd be walking on it. I kept that in because I liked that, because you could get the enemy to stand on top of it and you could just carry them alongside it and throw them somewhere. I like when games let you do stuff like that. It's too bad you don't see it more often. I'm sure that, like, that's the thing, is it's going off the physics engine. That wasn't intentional that you could do that in this. But that's the thing is, why not? Who cares? Let that be an option. It's cool if you can do that. I'm glad they have so much of that in this game. Too bad I fell. Woo, alien error. Was that visible on screen? Because I get that all the time on this computer. It always pops up a stupid thing. Funny thing too, the reason we have this as our laptop for streaming isn't just so we can run games on optimal settings, it's also because we can export videos that are really long in just like a couple of minutes. Or it was a Twitch ad. I don't know what you meant by that. But I did get a pop-up earlier about Alienware. Yeah, that was a cool feature. I like that you could do that. Mischief Makers did a lot of that too, which is really fun. Kirby 64 was such a cool game. It's a shame it's like one of the only ones in the series that works that way. There were so many good ideas in it. It's also a shame that you were going to be able to play as the other characters, and they just ended up scrapping all of that. You play as King Dedede in like, what, one stage? It would have been cool if they kept a lot of those. Same with the Mystical Ninja on N64. The first one was supposed to be multiplayer, and they had to take it out. It's too bad. Well, I guess we're gonna do this now. Yeah, this music really reminds me of Space Station Silicon Valley. This is gonna be hard to keep up with. Oh, yep. It's hard to hit things when you don't exactly see them until you're right near them. Okay, there's the next one. I almost didn't see that. I'm scared one of these is gonna be out of draw distance. I'm gonna have to guess where it is. Or, you know, my screensaver can keep going off. People who made Mupen, your emulator, you mind actually making it, you know, stay active as a process when you're using a controller so screensavers don't go off? You know, it could be a smart idea. Is that all of them? No. I almost didn't get that. I actually don't know if I'm gonna get this. I'm not. Wow. Because I missed the one. I gotta do it all over. Multiplayer Mystical Ninja would have been amazing. It would have been. Although it would have been also kind of weird. I wonder how they would go about doing it in that game, because it's essentially like a Ocarina of Time. Except as a platformer. There's a lot of Zelda stuff in it. That game is really good. I remember, was it Screw Attack? I think it might have been Screw Attack. They did a video complaining, saying that only the first one on Super Nintendo was good, and the N64 games were meh. And if that isn't like the biggest lie I've ever heard of, the first one has absolutely nothing on the N64 games. That's the thing too, the first one, you're gonna compliment that one. The second one on Super Nintendo is great. Like, all the ones past the first one are amazing. The first one's alright, but that is not the highlight of the series. I love that series to death, too. Those games are great. Oh, I don't know where the next one is. Hello? I guess it's out of draw distance? Where is it? Okay, well, I guess we're starting this over again. I got it the other time, so maybe it was lower, and I just happened to fly past it before it rendered it? I don't know. I didn't see it anywhere then. That's my only complaint about this game. The low draw distance is very, very annoying for some of these challenges. This one in specific is horrible. The one with the towers was bad too. I didn't know where the towers were because they weren't rendering in time. Oh, whoa. I got scared that this one was the one I was supposed to go to. It'd be cool if they made like a trail between them so you knew. I kind of want to play Pilot Wings now. There it is. I didn't see it appear last time. I guess I was just out of view of it. It was just above me. Oh. That was weird. But at the same time, I like it. There we go. I wonder how many tickets are in this stage. Where they even would be. I know how many there are. I wonder where they even are, though. Oh, well, I guess there's one. Maybe? I don't know what this is for. Oh. Well. Do you have autism? What kind of question is that? I don't think I'd be able to pull off streaming if I did. I think I'd be too afraid to interact with a chat and have people watching what I'm doing. I'm just really tired is the problem right now, though. Oh, you're gonna get it, Bird Brain. Oh, I'll get you next time. If only I had autism, then I could get money from the... It'd be like Chris Chan. Just get handouts. Out of the way! This game's just kind of fun to goof off into. This is part of why I wasn't even paying attention. It's just a fun game. Some guy beat up his girlfriend live on Twitch last night. Well, Twitch is a pretty big platform. I'm sure more than one person did it recently. That's really weird that that entrance, you actually can't use it. That's not the real entrance. Can I open this one up now? How many do I have? 29, yeah, I can open it. I might start wrapping up in a bit, because I need to head out soon. Shut up, Sly Creeper. Oh no, his mouth is open. Wow, I opened the stage I already had open. Oh, maybe this is when I'm wrapping it up then. Can I go in his mouth? What's in his mouth? Oh, it just takes you up. Well... I think it's about time to wrap stuff up, I guess. Thanks to everybody who donated. For real. For realsies. You helped a whole bunch. I did not actually expect to get that much for doing the stream. It means I can grab groceries and everything, and I can focus on doing a video. And hopefully we can be streaming again more often too. I don't know when Rockcut comes home. Well, I guess he still comes home late from work. I don't know. We might actually be able to stream earlier now because he doesn't have to commute as far. So, that's pretty nice. So maybe our Wednesday streams can actually happen like an hour sooner. We'll see. Thanks again, everybody who donated. Guess that's all. How much did we get? Holy guacamole. Who did that? I need to find out. Lieutenant Gopher, thank you for $5. Cocky Little Sniffer, thank you for $50. You are the hero of this stream. Cocky Little Sniffer, whoever you are. Holy moly. It's late to say this, even though I've said it a billion times already, but also thank you, whoever donated when we were getting the money to repair the laptop. I cannot believe we actually managed to make the money from that. That was really nice of everybody, and if nobody had done that, we would not be able to have repaired the laptop for probably like the entire year, because we barely make enough money as it is. This stupid stream. But, E3's coming up next month, so, gonna be doing some of that again. I wonder who will be a part of it, because, Chris and Corey would probably be up for it. Maybe Zach? I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to spoil nothing. But, God, we might have everyone here for it. That'd be great. See y'all later. Thanks for the money, suckers. Suckers.